at night, 9 EBC Donald Trump tweet talk about the airstrike where EBC in just conducts in conjunction with the Nigerian government for the soil of Nigeria. We kill as top commander of ISWAP where EBC saying ISIS for inside Nigeria. But I will not even they fair enough. Because some people for UST they boil. In fact, Donald Trump can't even do more thing by going ahead to tweet a message, retweet Reverend Dachumo post where Reverend Dachumo they call and they cry, say making call help because Nigerians are dying. Make it call help, make it call save Christians for inside Nigeria. And people say, wait a minute. This one we say Trump, don't they go all the way out now? They post a tweet by Reverend Dachumo waiting EBC. I mean, they post the video of Reverend Dachumo waiting EBC. But that's not even up because APC, as I talk to you there in trouble. Before I enter inside APC matter, Congressman Riley Moore don't press hand. You know, so now be the person where Trump puts in charge of everything we get to do with this Christian genocide matter for inside Nigeria. So in don't press now, they press neck. They say, make the US government use more forceful measures to stop all of these killings really happen for inside Nigeria. Well, all of these and more matter. NBC will carry come here this evening. Plus, the APC primaries, no be small counting and cancellation. Nigerians, so now they see the one election go, that now waiting people they talk. Nigerians, are you awake? Are you seeing the way they will count in the election? Or now they see what's in they happen. Not gonna not talk say, oh, now because in their primaries, now make it like that too. Now that same way the fit conducts general election, no, or now they see and INEC no go see these videos now. Can't say no, let's cancel the primaries. It didn't go well. No, INEC never talk anything. INEC is not likely to cancel these elections. So Nigerians, I hope you are aware that 2027 may actually be worse than 2023. So I hope say these things when they happen, they show an example of what's going to happen for inside the election. Well, welcome to Updated Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things that they share for inside Nigeria. Make a go drink some water, drop cup, and come back to bring it. Good evening, Nigerians. Welcome to Updates. It's precious, a beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things that they share for inside our country, Nigeria. Sincere apologies for the bit dim lights. Sorry, I get to manage my power, make it for no off my head. So please bear with me. But let's get straight to business. I know so one of the things they do, and one of the ways that they start the show, is to go straight, bring on a matter them with the hot for all the papers that waiting for Nigeria, at least some of the hot matter. Now, but Buhari's son, Yusuf Buhari, don't win the APC reps tickets for inside the primary election where BC take place today for APC. So now go be the candidates where BC go battle other people them. Ogun ex-commissioner Adeleye secure APC tickets for 2027 poll. Abga primary election will be tough battle. Aspirants tell supporters as Soludo insists on fair play. And then Ogun APC House of Reps primaries peaceful. Okay, record massive turnout. Okay. Ayeda Tiwa preferred aspirants disqualified from APC Reps primaries in Ondo. Meanwhile, wicked people don't win primaries back to back to back. APC members protest alleged exclusion from Oyo Reps primaries. In fact, the APC primaries today was almost something else. If you see the fighting and the shouting and the counting of ballot papers, it will shock you. Benue youth protest with coughing, reject APC primaries over killings in Idoma community. Ogun APC, I don't tell you this one, APC primaries disrupted in Alimosho Ward C1 over candidate choice. Hey, now what? Deputy Speaker's office clarifies controversy over Abia school project. Terrorists kill 17 police officers at Army Special Forces School in Yobe. Did you hear me? Yobe State, 17 police officers, 9 terrorists killed. So in the midst of all this, on way we say politicians, the election, human beings did die, including those we suppose they maintain our law and order for us, then they die. Well, Zamfara Assembly extends suspension of 7 lawmakers. Cat Poly Center of Tech Excellence. Say Cat Poly at the Center of Tech Excellence, Obasani, and they talk like that. APC primaries delayed across Lagos over late arrival of materials. Jonathan decries rising insecurity, warns Nigerians against normalizing violence. In fact, talk say killings don't become order of the day. And be like say we don't be used to run a normal thing. Horror in Enugu community as man allegedly beheads his sister and nephew. 5 killed as building collapses near Gudu Market in Abuja. Well, plenty things that happen for inside Nigeria, but we could just enter inside straight, go to other issues maybe say they happen for other parts of the country. 701 billion naira probe. How money, power sparked quiet tensions amongst APC governors. That one said the ICPC blocked El Rufai's doctor, wife, from sending him food or sending him, So now waiting they talk. Say they don't let the wife enter, they don't let the son enter, they don't let the doctor enter. Now waiting they talk. The APC ticket, governors aspirants at war over alleged imposition. They said they post candidate on us who will not agree position of candidate. Drama in Kwara Market has stolen cows, recognize true owners, expose suspected bandits. Well, make I inside another paper very quickly. 15-year-old Buba Mahmoud, who lied his 30 withdraws from contesting. 5 killed as 3-story building collapses. I think I told you this already. Earlier claim of al-Minuki's death in 2024 was mistaken identity presidency. So remember, we'll be talk about the airstrike where we say Nigerian army in conjunction with the US army conduct, and then kill a man where in name that's name al-Minuki. Now, that same person, now APC Nigerian army, don't come and tell us. I posted a video on it. You can go and watch it, please. There's a video in my video segment about it, detailed video with all evidences, and I can't repeat that here now because of time. So Nigerian army came back. In fact, I posted the Nigerian army saying that physically that they decimated him and other terrorists. Now, Nigerian presidents now don't come and to say na mistaken identity. They say na him been killed, but not be him. So Nigerians are saying, how are we sure it's actually the one that has been killed today again? I've been at someone else again. What are we doing? Are we misleading the public or what? Well, Nigerian government don't clarify that. Don't contest 2027 presidential election, Anglican primate tells Jonathan. Sheikh Gumi laments killing of al-Minuki, says terrorists shouldn't be killed by blood-stained hands. Say US hand they stained. Make you not be saying that people with their hand they stained. And then they can't kill terrorists. US, your hand is stained. Wow. Okay. Nigerians have accepted insecurity killings as normal. Good luck, Ebele Jonathan. Now they lament this one. Take forceful action to defend our innocent brothers, sisters in Christendom, or our innocent brothers, sisters in Christ in Nigeria. Riley Moore, don't they tell Donald Trump, say that thing where you do no reach, take more forceful action. We'll go talk about that one. We'll go talk about them. But let's just go straight to the APC primaries because that primaries, it was primary. All right. So let's see some more issues on insecurity. Insecurity tension as terrorists impose 30 million naira levy on a Katsina resident. They say they go pay 30 million naira as levy. School children now pawns in ransom economy. Peter Obi laments incessant terrorist attack in school under Tinubu. Schools rather. Opposition parties have not shown dexterity needed to unseat Tinubu's failed government. One lie. They never showed. Everybody just they do melem. I know that's I go used to come. I've been like bolong. I know that as they talk for a language, but that particular expression, you don't need language. You don't need an English vocabulary to use explain them. Walai. So why everybody just they? You see the kind of thing where they happen for primaries, and this is clearly showing that this is an example of what's going to happen in 2027. And you guys are just there. So now Henry Shield they talk about. So opposition never shows say they get the mind. They never shows say they even ready serve to defeat Tinubu. Well, Southeast City Boy Movement Coordinator, Cubana Chief Priest, loses APC primary election for House of Rep seat, which Abu-Bilal al-Minuki did Nigerian military kill in 2024. That's what Nigerians want to question Nigerian government after the tweet of say they kill and resurface again, and the videos also don't resurface. You can't demand taxes without showing results. Carlo Aja knocks Tinubu over, no development without taxes. What lie? Nobody talks say they no go pay taxes. But I need thorough health check now. Please, how can I get it? How can I get a proper health check without paying through my brain? How can my children get free education if I had one? Where they deserving? How can the child of a nobody become somebody and get proper education and health care? People we don't born, even they hold them for hospital because they born picking and they no fit pay, they no fit afford. Shouldn't Nigerian government be taking responsibility of those? What would they take taxes for if we no fit? Meanwhile, our government, for inside most of the people, the way they empower, we don't retire. Their severance benefit shows they go fit take medical care for anywhere for the country, for the world. Is that fair on Nigerians? And on whose money? The same taxpayers' bills will they talk about. So what are we talking about? Well, Reuters reports. Reuters report identities. Reuters reports identifies ISIS second in command as Nigerian national. Yes, now, a Nigerian national in Bina. He's actually from Borno State. He's actually from Borno State. The al-Minuki way, they say they kill. Now, actually from Borno State, because the way the tweet came from Donald Trump, some people they confused. Say it did like say Donald Trump can insinuate like say him be somebody will be foreigner, we can hide for inside Nigeria. No. He's from Borno State. He's Nigerian. And I'm waiting to be say Reuters don't talk. I mean, I already posted all these details on the platform and you can watch them with the evidences. Now, state visits are not tourism. Peter Obi faults Tinubu's foreign trips without economic results, cites Trump's business-led China visit. And then barbaric and inhumane Akwa Ibom doctors declare indefinite strike, demand prosecution of EFCC operatives over UUTH hospital raid. U.S. Nigerian armed forces kill ISIS top leader Abu-Bilal al-Minuki. Donald Trump now announced them first before our president Congo announced them. And then terrorists invade school in Borno State. I don't tell you how they use abduct people. Well, some of these issues and more. And concerning this abduction, confusion as Nigerian military declare ISOP commander Bilal Minuki dead in 2024 before Trump's invasion. And Tinubu, announcing that he's also dead on Friday again. Now, ISIS commander, of course, killed again. A terrorist attack on your school shows major gap in timely intelligence, say governor of the state. Protests erupt in Delta State, APC House of Reps primaries over alleged rigging. Well, we could just go straight to some of the complaints we full for inside APC primaries election today. Watch some of the countings.
1, 12, 40, 100, 102, 201, 304, 401, 502, 503, 508, 800, 1000, 1000, 101. Okay, where are you, Mama? Okay, 101. 1001. 1001. 1001.
Did you see counting? I'm coming because the election today, the primaries election today were James well. Did you see the way they counted the results? Now, Nigerians on a better shine on our eyes. Oh, I keep saying that, not be so we just on top of social media. Every day they lament, oh, it happened like this, oh, it happened like, oh, they're thieves, oh, that this one, oh, that one. Okay, after calling them out and all that, what are you going to do about it? They have done what they can do. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to face these people and tell them, say, nah, lie, enough is enough. We no go feel they do things like this again. How on I go take face them? Or you go just keep quiet, make things they continue like this? That's a question where BC people they ask. Oh yeah, lament. Just a lady they lament for inside Kogi State. They
don't allow us do election, no. They don't allow us do our primary election. For Rama school, where be my ward? On a gazi, they just carry paper like this. The next thing, they say they don't count finish, say they don't close. They don't allow us to go though. My people, when I even carry from Farm Central, come here. We carry too much, they don't allow us. The people who are there, they don't allow us. They don't do primary election for Kogi State. Oh. They don't do primary election for Kogi Central. Oh. And they announce them for year and now. They don't allow us to do primary election. Oh. They don't cancel. They cancel because they know the person where they want to for there. This is time for us to talk. We can't keep silent. We can't keep quiet anymore. We can't silence anymore. Why una go do like that? Because all the game we play, we hear and we know. We are not afraid of anybody this time around. Take us to where una want take us to. Make una lock all of us. Make una carry all of us to come outside go cry. Make una go lock us. Make una for be happy. They don't allow us to primary election. No.
That's one. Now for inside Kogi State, different areas, different wahala. The one I've been showing before, River State. I make a show you more, make it a see counting and waiting.
How many word?
It is compulsory. It's more like contribute your quota in the monthly dues, of which, as you can see from here, all members from women farmers financial for their monthly payment.
Ongoing.
Actually, so amazing. Let me
Benjamin Carlo. APC.
Okay,
primaries in many words.
Primaries of
APC primaries in many words.
Yes, exactly. So this one now, the primaries of Benjamin Carlo, the Speaker,
APC
of the House.
primaries.
Okay. All right, but make I take you through to other primaries we see happen today. Make it see what you shall for inside the primary.
51, 52, 53, 54, 55,
Did you hear 5,000? Did you hear 5,000? Are you seeing the magnitude of counting? 1,200. God. My goodness. We know go day where we did. They call them cultists. They call them this. They call them that. What are you going to do about it, Nigerians? If they use like this, collate your results for 2027, waiting on a good do about it. That's a question maybe some people they ask. Oh, by the way, some big wigs also get their primaries. So they make I show you Oga Obasa. Now, Obasa will be the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly. They go for the House of Rep. See the primaries we have. See dragging. They don't want anybody to do another line. Everybody must be by Obasa line. Oh, by the way, our Senate president also contesting on primaries today, and he lined up jejely doing on primaries.
Please decide that voting is stand on the line. We are not voting first. Can you excuse us? Will be announced video.
Yes, video.
Please, for the sake of democracy, is there another candidate for this election? There is no other candidate in this election. It's only Dr. Patrick Umar. Please, watch him. Please, for the very last time before we start our counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 67, 68, 69, 70, 81, 82, 83, 84.
From 70 to 81, oh, another year, Amabi. Okay.
Please support.
So you know why this is interesting? Because people that should be actually angry over the non-transparent system, they actually laugh, they're happy, and they're all lined up there. Nigerians on they hear, on they see, because this is exactly what will play out. And there nothing we're going to do about it. Nothing will happen about them. If we know begin, sure, say we match this kind of energy for energy, nothing will happen. So, well, this is Buhari's son as in the give statement. I think we
alhamdulillah mun ga an yi zabe cikin zaman lafiya, kwanciyar hankali, kuma insha Allah ba za a samu kowani tashin hankali ba. An ayyana ka a matsayin wanda ya samu nasara a wannan zaben fitar gwani jam'iyyar APC a wannan
yanki. So just to show you there, Buhari's son winning on Primaries election. But more of this shenanigans still they happen for inside the election.
To be our House of Reps, constituency, be on the line. Please, support of our rep. Honorable Abu-Bilal, be on the line, and we want to count the line now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 200, 201, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 208, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, 15, 16, 17, 218, 219, 300, 301, 302, 303, 304, 305,
Wow. You hear the counting, Abi? Well, Nigerians, people say, make I remind you, and say, exactly like this, now based on fit you see election results counted for the general election, waiting on a good do about them. Waiting exactly what on a good do about them. People go just they complain, they lament, people they talk, and after they complain, after the talks, after the wailing, after the shouting, after all of these issues, waiting on a won't do about them. Waiting will happen at the end of the day. How it, what exact decision we will take, and what we will do to undo what in APC did they do, and what to stop them actually from doing what they're doing. That's not the question where people they ask. Oh, by the way, going to other issues, I think the NDC today had a summit, and they had quite a lot to say in the summit, and a lot happened for inside that summit. People like Aisha Yusufu and other people then talk for inside the summit, and people can talk about the need for the NDC to bring up a credible candidate. But before then, make I show you this video.
My brothers, let me tell you this: the margin we march together, we Kwankwasia and Obedient, is because we want to save our country, and we are ready to spend our very last dime in making sure that this country is being saved from the hands of the tormentors. If you can see what is happening in my northern region, you will see that every time kidnappers killing our people anyhow. So everything capable human being will know that it's time for us to rise up. The time we keep quiet is over. The time we eat only and not thinking about the future and think about our environment is over. We don't eat. That ideology that when you throw masara to the northerners, they will be grabbing it while you do your politics is not that time again. We have gone beyond that. We are doing well. All we just want is good society, good leadership. And I'm telling you, OK movement will move Nigeria and move Africa, inshallah.
All right, so that's some person when we say the talk on behalf of the OK movement. That is a Kwankwaso and Peter Obi movement. Where people they talk say, oh, you sure see this when you talk about awareness, not true? Eh? Meanwhile, other northerners get other things to talk.
Sakataren jam'iyya na APC na Fantami shi ya gudu da abun zaɓe ba a yi zaɓe a Fantami ba ya gudu ya ɗaura wani a mashin ya tafi ba Fantami ba a yi zaɓe ba. Ba mu yi zaɓe ba jan hankalin burkai aka wata ka gudu. Ba mu yi zaɓe ba a Fantami. Matasa na ci gaba da korafi daga nan makarantar Malam.
By the way, I was actually supposed to show you the video of what happened for inside Oga at the Isa Pantami word for in states as it be said in the cry. That's not the video there. What did they talk? The way the primaries election use go for inside Isa Pantami place. But make I show you waiting play out today for the summit where be say the NDC hold today.
7591444. The phone number is on the screen. The bank account is on the screen. Just send the teller of your deposit to that number on the screen. We are collecting it and we are buying it from Monday. Go ahead.
So that's now some NDC obedient and Kwankwasia movement coming together, say they won't buy the expression of interest form for Peter Obi and Kwankwaso.
NDC service.
NDC
service.
My name is Chinedu. I'm contesting for the House of Reps.
You can see people are lined up. These people are
the
lined
national
up
coordinator,
to make
Legends
this
of
donation. As
I'm
we
the founder of
speak,
Nigerian
they have made
election funds.
close to
Grand patron of villagers
20
movement.
million, and people are still lined up.
I donate on behalf of
Actually
the group
that
500,000 naira to support this
donation
motion.
for
Thank you.
His Excellency.
Thank you.
They want to
For information of everybody, the account number that we are using belongs to the treasurer of the obedient movement. It's verified.
Okay. So here people be just put up money to help Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, or Peter Obi rather, to buy the tickets, so that of course say person will be saying they bring as a running mates like Kwankwaso. Now here now waiting I share yourself to talk inside that.
Because they fear no repercussion. If you bring 1,000 naira down, they'll bring $1,000 down. They have borrowed, and borrowed again. They have borrowed the kind of money that the next 200 years probably our descendants will be paying those monies. And so what do we need? We cannot outspend them, but we can outpassion them. How do you outpassion those people who have taken over this country? Is by ensuring that the candidates that you feel are the candidates with competence, character, capacity, candidates that are courageous, candidates that have passion, candidates that will stand for Nigeria, candidates that are patriotic, candidates that have been there all this while, that have never left the trenches, that the people can see and relate to. It's not about the candidates that you feel the old politicians want to.
All right, so you don't hear waiting I share yourself a talk. Part of waiting she talk to inspire people, to enlighten people. Oh, talking about enlightenment, I saw some beautiful video of some people going into the market to do sensitization. They do sensitization for inside market to tell people, talk, say, you know what, there is a new party now. It is called so and so party. We're no longer in AGC. We're now in so party. I think that was somewhere. I think I can't tell the state specifically, but it looks like it's an eastern state where that person they do that more like a public service. And people talk say that they're very, very, very commendable. But make I show you some more things will happen for Insider to Canadian.
No political party both in the opposition can do a direct primaries and come out completely clean. It's not possible.
So this Naboba Galadima.
Not that we cannot organize ourselves. What the APC wanted to do, when we go into the issue of direct primaries, they will send the facts as they had done in Cairo in 2011, where 3 people were killed and about 57 people were hospitalized on that day. That was what led to going to court, and that was how I was fined as National Secretary of the party 150 million naira. So, now, you as aspirants, would you have the patience to accept the verdict of the party when we do a consensus? You can only answer that question to yourself. Is it good for the country, for us to accept the position of the party such that the party becomes on the ballot and represented by a candidate, or we go to court and start
Well, you hear within Abu-Bilal, they talk about consensus candidacy and direct primaries election. Phone lines are open, Nigerians. I'd like you to jump in on the conversation. I'm really very interested to hear what you think about the whole drama we play out with APC primaries today and what Nigerians need to do to buckle up ahead of the 2027 election, because it's obvious nothing is going to change. It will even be worse, and it will be do or die in 2027. People they talk say, in fact, APC will be more bent on ensuring that they win this election, most importantly because of the way people say they don't misgovern the country for the past 10 years or thereabouts. Yeah, so 12 years. So they want to make sure they win the election so that, someone another party come in. Hey, now we begin to see the rot of waiting happen for Jonathan administration. So they would want to make sure that no matter what happens, they regain that, they win that election. So what you think say go play out on that? What you think will need to do to ensure say everybody hold their side tight? Make I show you more of the things we play out.
I want to bring you greetings also from Dr. Rabiu Kwankwaso. I bring you good greetings from Peter Obi of Africa.
Oh, as a matter of fact, this now the NDC and Obi Kwankwaso middle belt people, when they go for a sensitization like that, according to the video, the middle belt of NDC.
With Siriake Dixon as the leader, and those two great leaders by his side,
all right, so I just thought to show you. So today, the entire Nigeria, they full of one political activity or the other. While some people they battle their own for inside the primaries for APC, others. But now, Oga Buba Galadima had a lot more to say. Let's see if we can hear more.
So, out of 17, there would only be one. It means 16 would be dropped or out of the race. So may I ask also, what do we expect the 16 that are not on the ballot to do? I'm saying this because you as aspirants have to do justice to yourself. And the party is faced with a Herculean task. What's that task? The entire electoral act was skewed to frustrate the opposition political parties. All of it. In fact, I dare say that the government of APC, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, set up a committee long time before the bill was taken to the National Assembly to fashion an electoral act that would only be to the advantage of the APC. That was what they had done. And this could be proved simply here by saying that by the time the National Assembly deliberated and finalized on the draft electoral bill, within an hour, the president was signing the bill. Did he study that bill? So it means they have already a prepared bill before him. He was only waiting for what the National Assembly will do and he will assign. Now, what were the contents of that bill? One of them, which concerns this summit, is that you can only generate candidates through two ways. That is through consensus or through direct primaries. And I'm in a position to talk on this because I am a victim. Maybe before I finish, I will launch an endowment from you people to help me pay a fine of 150 million naira that I was found to be guilty by a court in Kano for an event direct primaries that took place in 2011. As a national secretary of the
we have a hint of all the political activities for different parts of the country. Now, speaking more about the political activities, Kwankwaso reached a particular place for inside the north today, and earlier, and the welcoming, the rousing welcome was something else. If you see the crowd, people say, "What's going on here? Oga, calm down, calm down." Oga, be coming down now. Why only you can't gather all this crowd like this now? So the kind of welcome we didn't give them, oh yeah, oh mad go, oh yeah, make it this thing. Just a reminder of what it be like, the crowd be like for Kwankwaso. And people they talk say right now, this crowd for Kwankwaso actually go beyond just Kano State, and it don't spread like a gospel through to other parts of the country. Make we hear what in Aisha Yusuf will talk again.
2027 is going to be a war.
Okay, I wanted to just tell you that that's what she said, but I said make I just play them again. So she talks, say the 2027 say it could be war, and everybody must ready to face that.
2027 is going to be a war. It's not a war that money can win. It's not a war that it's money that will defeat it. Because I tell you, there are some people who have hijacked the purse of the nation and they have opened it and they are ready to spend it no matter how they want to spend it, because they fear no repercussion. If you bring 1,000 naira down, they'll bring $1,000 down. They have borrowed, and borrowed again. They have borrowed the kind of money that the next 100 years probably our descendants will be paying those monies. And so what do we need? We cannot outspend them, but we can outpassion them. How do you outpassion those people who have taken over this country? Is by ensuring that the candidates that you feel are the candidates with competence, character, capacity, candidates that are courageous, candidates that have passion, candidates that will stand for Nigeria, candidates that have patriotic, candidates that have been there all this while, that have never left the trenches, that the people can see and relate to. It's not about the candidates that you feel the old politicians want to see. No. So until we get to that place, and this is a direct message to my party, the Nigerian Democratic Congress, when you sit down and we do those primaries, let's give room for people with competence, character, capacity. Let's give room to young people. Let's give room to women. Let's give room to adults, to men. Let's give room to people living with disability. Let's give room to competence. Let's give room for people that we inspire the people on the street. As much as we say we want consensus, citizens should sit together and come together and pick a person, but it must not be the basis of how deep your pocket is, because the world we are going.
So that's the part of the Southern sign for the NDC summit where BC take place today. And I just thought to also lecture in on that. Oh, speaking about primaries, elsewhere, better make I show you again. He carry the thing, he run, not be fight, oh, he just carry ballot box, he pick up, he pick race. Now people say, pursue him, catch him, where they go with the ballot box? Pursue him, make it catch him. But catching him, will it be enough? Will it make any difference? Will it? make any change. That's not what people they talk about. All right, so these are the kind of primaries we be say happen today. I just make sure that extra one, we're gonna see the kind of things that will be say they happen for inside Nigeria and other places too. Of course, no, they exempted for this kind of chaos and wahala we be say happen for inside primaries. You see the run, the rush. They see the kind of things that we be say they happen for primaries election. They see them well. Okay, I just make sure that some of the things and we be say on a good likely contend with for the 2027 election. Now, let's have a sincere conversation. On a sincere, on a ready to face this kind of election because it is very important. We could tell ourselves the truth. Are we ready to face this election mind for mind? Now that a lot of people, there's a lot of bickering. People they cry, people they vex, people they annoy, people they all sorts of reaction because of this election will happen. But beyond it all, are we ready? Are we ready? So even the APC people go serve the vex the way the election use go. And the people then will be say pass the election for ADC, then the APC rather, then pass and like say nothing happened, nothing they go on, nothing they happen. We they here. So people they talk say, are you sure we're even ready at all in this country? All right, so let's get straight to United States, where it be say Trump announced today for inside in Truth Social about the airstrike we be say then conduct we kill a top terrorist commander for inside Nigeria. And this supposed to be a very big win for Nigeria. Nigerians are very excited about it. If not be just because of say, Nigerian government when they talk say, excuse me. Not be the same person who we hear say they don't kill before. I mean, Nigerian people, not be Nigerian government. In fact, some people, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu posted, he posted it twice, and people when they talk say, excuse me. Okay, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what's in your government been talk? Say they be don't kill this person before. And how come on a con they talk now say on a kill this same person again? I be the person get 2 lives. When I kill them twice, that na question we basic people they answer. But beyond that, people they excited say, okay, well don't they do away with them? Of course, you can hear the reaction by people like Gumi there for inside that conversation. So a lot of people wake up to this tweet by Donald Trump earlier today. I did a comprehensive report of detail about this particular conversation. So you can go look that up in my video section so you can see it. So this now the tweet where we say Donald Trump tweet for inside in Truth Social saying that tonight at my direction, you don't take permission from anybody. At my direction, that's what you put up. At my direction, brave American forces and the armed forces of Nigeria. That's the same I him direct. Not be saying direct at my direction alongside of the president of Nigeria. He said at your own direction. I said, see, I'm my writing. Let me put up. Say they flawlessly execute a meticulously planned and very complex mission to eliminate the most active terrorist for inside the world from the battlefield. Now, Abu-Bilal al-Minuki, Minuki, name being name. He said, now be the second in command of ISIS globally. That's what he take put him. And then saying go feed the hide for Africa, they do the things and when they do, but say then catch them, then say people wait around them, they give information on how be say in the move, and then catch them, they don't deal with them, they don't grab them. But a lot of things happen for this too, because people can't remember, say, wait. There are lots of reports where be say been don't happen before, we show say this same man, including word of mouth from the Nigerian army themselves, go. We should say they don't disseminate and kill this kind of person before. But beyond that, let's just go straight. So you see when President Donald Trump tweet coming around past 10:31 p.m. And of course, the Donald Trump tweets go viral first before we can see our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu own tweet and reaction. Now, here you go with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu reaction for inside the tweet. You see the things that we say, our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu talk for inside that tweet. As he used to come, he talk say, let's have it. He said, overnight, Nigeria and the United States recorded a significant example of, to say on in commando or at in directive. He said tonight, overnight, Nigeria and the United States recorded a significant example of effective collaboration in the fight against terrorism. A determined Nigerian armed forces working closely with the armed forces of the United States conducted a daring joint operation that dealt a heavy blow to the ranks of the Islamic State. That's what he put them. So he said early assessment confirms the elimination of the wanted IS senior leader, Abu-Bilal al-Minuki, also known as Abu-Minuk, along with several of the lieutenants or his lieutenants during the strikes, during the strike on his compound in the Lake Chad Basin. Now, Nigeria appreciates the partnership with the United States in advancing the shared security objectives. I extend my sincere gratitude to the president, to President Donald Trump, for his leadership and unwavering support in this effort. I commend the personnel involved on both sides for their professionalism and courage, and I look forward to more decisive strikes against all terrorist enclaves across the nation. Now, a lot of people don't talk, say, this statement by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the people will be see their mind, go they buy them, they no go like this statement at all. One, two things you go make them not like the statement. One, the fact when you talk, say this attack hits taking heavy blow or it deal a heavy blow on Islamic states. Some people will be say they sympathetic to these people. They not be all, some people will be sympathetic to these people. They go vex, they will say, Islamic State, okay, oh, so why you associate Islam with terrorism now? That's now waiting people don't already they talk and they vex, so the vexation we don't they enter people body already. And the second one now, when they say I commend the personnel involved in both and how they will use kill the people say, hey, top president, say this one will pain people well, it go vex them well. Wow, our president will talk all this kind of thing. But the president did not just tweet this once. Remember, he tweeted it few hours after Donald Trump done tweeting on, and then he tweeted again second time, still about the same thing. This time around, he do a graphics work of this particular publication, and then he tweeted it again. He tweeted along the graphics work. When he come talk again, say he comment, he go ahead again and said a few things. But this time, waiting people talk on that in comment. People say, wait, Oga. This same person want to say on a kill like this. Now, computer game have been used killer for 2014. You remember, say report been come out for 2014. Say, I don't kill this particular person. You want to tell us now, say a computer game on a use killer for that 2014 one a killer. I be on a killer, but he no die. He can't get 9 lives, so he can't revive again. That's a question where we see people they ask. So this particular one don't raise a lot of controversy. People don't they talk. As people they talk, now I tell you for news now, we say Vanguard carry and other reports carry. They say no, na mistaken identity. Make I read that news again. We say Nigerian government don't react to the matter. They can't react. Say, oh no, not be say we talk, say them because 2014. I'm sorry, but if you want to watch that video of Nigerian army saying that they killed him, you see that in 2014. I played this on the video recording that I had, so you can go back to my video session and you go watch it. And then talk about the Nigerian army come out, go talk up during a press conference, said it with their mouth, not just a write-up. And I wait to make papers, like credible papers, go fee carrier. And different media houses carry them. And of course, you see people like Daily Trust and other people carrying. See, I'm exposed Nigerian military declared ISIS commander al-Minuki dead in 2024. So because people can say, how person will be said don't die for 2024? We see can't die again. How many deaths he won't die now? They tired to die. That's not part of what ABC people can talk about. But the Nigerian government, I don't respond to that as the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say Nigerians were misinformed by an earlier claim that ISIS leader Abu-Bilal al-Minuki was killed in 2024. He was not misled. He was not misleading, because there is a video. I said, go watch my video session. A video gone of Nigerian army saying it. Mentioned his name. He did there. Go watch my video session. Some people come to talk, say, what are we saying? For a statement to be said by another guy release, he say it is acknowledged within military and intelligence circles that al-Minuki's name had appeared among list of suspected ISWAP Boko Haram commanders reportedly killed in 2024 during operations around the Bereningwara forest axis in Kaduna State. However, security officials now clarify that earlier listing was a case of mistaken identity. But when I not tell us say a mistaken identity until Trump come and say they don't kill him, that now people come to talk. And I not tell us since that time, so when I mistake that identity since that time. Now they tell us. Why not they tell us now? After making us believe that she had dealt with him. Well, this now the airstrike will be say, the United States and join body with our gallant soldiers and conduct we deal a heavy blow on this terrorist. Some people don't talk say, our Nigerian soldiers will not do well. I bet how many more to go? If you don't reach time where BC will make sure say we'll do away with all of these people where BC they cost kata well for inside that country. Now beyond all of this matter, Donald Trump can't carry on, can't come again today, he can't tweet again when they talk another thing, can't post God that you more video. Remember, say he did the video where Oga Chumo make where he say be they beg Oga Donald Trump say come to our aid, come to help us. So Donald Trump come post that. Make I show you what's in the post for the video. Read what's in the inside that video by yourself. I'll be making read that for you.
Look at it today. No, God. Is there any Muslim here?
I had to blow
United Nations. I know you're watching it. American Senate. You are watching what I'm doing. I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump. Now, please.
So you can see Donald Trump's tweets. That's why you tweet and post the video. I just thought to let you know.
Trump to save our life in Nigeria. They are killing Christians in Nigeria. Massacre Christians. If they say they kill Muslims, Muslims are being killed. By who? By Muslims.
Okay, so as Trump, tweets this, rightly more we be seen at the person, the congressman will be say Oga Trump put in charge of all these things we get to do with this genocide matter for in hand. He still can't tweet another one because Oga rightly more waiting happen now. We just do one strike, allow us to rest on one strike now. Why can't they come with another one again now? Because Riley Moore can't. In fact, other people them even tweet, talk other things concerning them. But let me see, Riley Moore can't tweet for inside in tweet when he talks say, now. I am asking the Trump administration to take forceful action to defend our innocent brothers and sisters in Christ. After this strike, strike whenever I even reach 1 second, will be say happen. Okay, allow them breathe first now. So he say, he tell Trump now, make it take forceful action to defend Christians. Nigerians, what do you think is coming? Phone lines are open. All right, just click on the link on the pinned post. It will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. I beg. I know she said the phone lines go work because my staff will deal with the phone, and I don't know whether they go feel release them now. They did send messages, so just make sure say you click on the link on the pinned post. Get straight into the conversation. T.Y. Danjuma. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Precious. How you doing?
I'm very well. I will not see your face, so we're not seeing your face. Okay. You're against the lights.
Okay. Look, I give you light.
No problem. Welcome. Okay. MC, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious. How are you today?
I still there inside the house like this. Welcome.
I see the smile. Huh?
No follow this smile, no follow. No judge by this smile. It's just it's called the show must go on smile. Right.
See you good evening or good morning or wherever you are. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
All right.
I'm good. Good.
Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
Good.
Ike, you're welcome to. All right, guys. 2 things on the table. The United States, and I don't do us again. 1 and 2. And I don't see the Ogbonge primaries and what we get for inside Nigeria. On a team, so go fit sustain momentum to beat the system, or now go fit sustain momentum, beat the system come 2027.
Precious, look, I start with the one where be like say is with my belly. First of all, let me greet I greet you and viewers I greet you now. Look, the one where with my belly. Now the one where to congratulate the Nigerian Army for their collaboration with the American troops for the strike again that resulted in the killing of the mysterious Abu-Bilal al-Minuki. We don't die before, we suddenly resurrect again, just like Shakao.
You ready, yeah? You know, so we'll kill Shakao like 5 times. I say all these things for the video where I put. So we'll kill her like 5. So people not they surprised because they know say we don't talk this kind of thing before.
Yes, the person where they do the juju for them, are very powerful. So I think maybe people have to be looking for them, and patronize them, since you go die and resurrect again and die so many times. What you see is a shame. If you look at the video that you played, I also saw it somewhere. clearer. The operation was very clinical and not taking anything away from Nigerian troops. This is the hand of America. That's one too. If you listen to the thing where Trump talk and the fact that nine first post them, our president just the
He
respond.
say
Make
at in order, not be saying just first post time. He say at in order.
it
And
was
even when
very
our
clear.
president they pose, our president no follow talk, say at my order and that of the,
It was very clear. Say nine duam. Not be say nine be the commander in chief. Nine duam. And then one and two, nine can tell us. Say the person where we say he die, no die. The person where we say he die in 2014 for bringing
2024, because it was under Tinubu's administration.
Yes. For say he die, no die. Okay. In 2008, in 2018, he was the one that led this attack against the Dapchi, you remember the Dapchi
Yes,
girl?
he was the one that led. I said I mentioned all this in the video I
Yes,
did. I don't
you
see the
mentioned
video
it.
on that. Yes, yeah, he
Where,
led the attack
where
on that.
110 girls were kidnapped.
Yes.
So
Leah Shaibu, now one of the ladies who still day inside because Leah Shaibu is a product of that cheat kidnap.
Yes.
And she's still there in custody right now.
So if it's not because of Trump, the apology will not have come. So you can imagine the kind of things we've done they happen before where they say they kill this person, eventually we go see the person go surface, die. I don't think the optics is good for our communication and for people to believe that we really defy this war. Because it's an expose that shows that something is wrong. Is anybody going to be fired? No, of course. But make we put that one aside. I listened to you too earlier on when you talk about Obi commenting on the president's trip. Abroad. Just give me a little time. Trump just came back from China.
And he come back with
on a state visit. Okay.
Yes.
I want to read you the list of people who follow Trump go. So we will compare them with the list of people who follow Ashiwaju go to a state visit. Make we call them that or compare it. Something like this. To the UK. That where the king invite and make it come. Now, first of all, in the entourage of Donald Trump, which was more strategic and more business focused, you have Trump. Your wife no follow and go. There was no first lady no follow and go for that trip. Then you have Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State. You have Pete Hegseth, who is the Secretary of Defense. And then you have a whole about 17 business gurus. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla. Jason Huang, CEO of
Did these people go on the bill of the United States on their personal?
I will address that.
Okay.
Tim Cook, CEO Apple. Larry Fink, CEO BlackRock. Steven Schwarzman, CEO Blackstone. Kelly Odberg, CEO Boeing. Brian Sykes, CEO Cargill. Jim Fraser, CEO Citigroup. I can go on and on and on. There are about 17 of them. These were people, from the business sector, So it was strictly speaking, if you look at the entourage, because of time, and I won't mention, I have the names here. You go see, say it was business focused, it was strategic, it was tied to negotiations, to investment, to deal making, to technology, to geopolitics. Heavy business, was heavily business oriented. Many executives, you ask me, they paid their own way. They paid their own way. They paid. They follow the president go on an official entourage, but they paid their own way. They use their own planes separately, not taxpayers' money. Okay, so if you look at the entire discussion, it was not a jamboree. It was focused. It was deliberate. It was intentional because there were issues to discuss with China. Now, flip that. Talk about the president's visit to the UK. on the invitation of the king. Okay? Now you had Bola Tinubu, our president. You have First Lady, our president. You have 12 governors. You want to ask what are they doing? You have nine ministers. I'm talking about the official this
but
thing.
see why we really don't need this. We know already the answer now.
Okay.
We don't need
So
this.
domestic staff of the president, domestic staff of the first lady, security personnel, senior staff from the state house, protocol officers, and several hundreds of supporters who have absolutely no business, nothing to contribute. So it was more of a jamboree. And at the end of the day, you want to ask what was achieved. Now, someone estimated the cost of this trip, and he put it at about 7 billion naira. In fact, he said it's about $5 million. That's an estimate. So that is the money, including Esther code, including parking fees, including the advanced team will go before them, hotel bills, in-town transportation, and they stayed in expensive places in Windsor, in hotel, and in London. So if you put all those things together, it's just an estimate. You would see how the two countries, compare them. One that is the most powerful, but it is conservative, and the richest, very, very decisive and conservative in, it's mission focused. Then you have one that is totally profligate, politically tone deaf in the scale and the optics of the two. So it shows you don't need people to begin to tell you that there's something absolutely wrong with us. People go with their spouses, with their girlfriends, and so on and so forth to collect extra code. Some people don't even reach there, they go market, and so on and so forth. So you wonder. And this is not the first time it's happening. In fact, in the case of Trump, he had to cut in 2000 when he first came the first time that he went to China. He had to cut down the entourage. This time he cut down the entourage, so it was not as large as when he went to China the first time. But he took technocrats, bureaucrats, business-minded gurus, because there were issues that had to be discussed with China. There was the Taiwan issue, there was the ongoing war in the Gulf, there was the issue of trade, imbalances and so on. There were so many. There was the Southeast Asia issue. There were so many issues to discuss.
But you just mentioned the UK own. How about this recent Kenya versus France versus Kenya? There were lots of people that still went with him now.
Hey, Precious, I just wanted to take this one because the other one was a state visit. This one was also a state visit. So that's why I took it to compare. The one to Kenya and Kigami, the one to Kenya wasn't a state visit. Now France, they give them bait, where they did a good job. The one to Kigami, I don't know, it was more like, God knows the issues that they went to go and discuss anyway. But so that's why I took the one for UK, because comparatively, you can say, okay, this one to a major power, Z, and then the other one to, of course, Britain, the king, So that's why I took that, because, you have to try and compare apples to apples. So the question that you see is, what Obi was saying is that the money that you have spent in going to the UK, and the entourage that you took along, was it really necessary? Shouldn't we have cut down? Shouldn't we have been able to save some money? What did we achieve at the end of the day? These are issues that they keep on repeating. Tinubu didn't start it to, but if you are a corrective government, you are coming to improve, and you know that the economy is in problem, is on life support. You have been borrowing. Yet, even to manage the money where you get is a problem. Some people say, would they talk? Every time would they say this thing, like say, would they talk? Would they criticize the government? This is bad. No country, you cannot be in a situation where you are now, you are crying and you are borrowing money almost every 2 months or 3 months. You can't fund your capital budget. Okay? And every time, even when people within, they tell you, for instance, like I do, they tell you, say, listen, we have to tighten up. The money is where we don't budget before. Well, we have to account for them. What they send them out carrying coffee. They go up and down. So you don't want to listen to people where they tell you the truth because there's no chop chop. It's a shame, precious. We can stop there so that my other brothers will contribute.
All right, Mr.
I
MC,
go
you're
I go talk
welcome.
I go talk about the Nigeria later about election and so on. You see what thing they happen. We will talk about that one about this
Now,
primaries.
never ready now. Never ready. MC, sorry, MC, you're welcome. Go ahead, please. Let's hear you.
Okay, precious. Thank you. Thank you. It's a shame. It's a shame. Like I always say, yeah. Uh, we have leadership issue. We have leadership problems. So there's a question mark. I'm happy for the summit on the other side today. Uh, at least some of us were able to do our parts. So that's for that. This last summit, the last whatever they call it, he went for in Kenya. Out of the whole thing they did, even during the interview, there was particular word I picked out from his statement when the journalist was asking him a question. He made this statement. He said, "Give an Africa children egg and sandwich in school, and they won't be afraid anymore." You get my point? But you went outside. You could open your mouth and say this kind of words in public, in everything there. But meanwhile, the children at home, the children in Nigeria, you do not give them sandwich. You do not give them egg. You are even denying them education. The education system you met, it's not that you improve on it. What you did, you took the subsidy away from that education. You started giving them loan. These people are now struggling to go to school, looking for how to pay their fees in order to get education. So when you look at this whole thing, yeah, it's a shame and it's a disgrace. The so-called news that came out today by the American president. Are we sure that maybe in the next 1, 3, 4 months they won't come out and give you a different story? Are we sure that because anything that has to do with these people is like we have to really share light into it, as in put torchlight into it and see if they are telling the truth. Because the first time they came out with this news, everybody believed that okay, these are. But now the same person they said they've dealt with so time ago is the same person now. The American president now is not saying this is what they've done. So what does that tell you? There's a question mark in everything. So these people, the truth of the matter is there's no political will to look after the country. The country is being dragged backward every day. Are we talking about what other things are we going to talk about again? What are we going to talk about? You could see every day, every move these people make is a disaster. It's a disaster. So there is no. Okay, if I may ask now, since this guy have been in that seat now, can anybody mention one thing, one development, or one benefit these people have given to the Nigeria people, which the Nigeria people have benefited from? What? The answer is nothing. The Americans we are even talking about now, I think we are talking about space IPO. We are talking about space IPO now, as in they are going to launch, as in they are launching rockets to space, to skies. ATS is launching, as in we're going to be using space to connect to connect to mobile signal and everything. But Nigeria is still there. The people we have in Nigerians are there, as in fighting for stomach infrastructure. The people are not, you don't invest on the people so that the people can grow. Nothing is being done about those things. Huh? This because there's a lot to talk about, because that's why we say all we need now, because 2027 now is the last chance now. This rascality needs to stop. So because everybody needs to come out now in 2027 and said enough is enough. Because me looking at the people, like the video you showed earlier, looking at the people standing in those queue, saying they are counting 200, 300, this and that. Those are party members. Those are just in-house party. When you look at those people, you could see that these people, sorry to say, I'm not, everybody has the right to choose whoever they want to choose. But you could see that these people are nowhere enlightened. They are not educated. They are the people they can
But these are the
easily
people
push
who
around.
vote. The people where they use rigged votes. The majority of Nigerians, they like those people where be say then count for those primaries. You don't know. You think that people, wait, I'm coming, Oga, no vex. Do you think that people who will give you the millions of votes that you need to win election are people who understand what you understand? These are not the people.
I know, I know, Precious.
So that is why I'm asking, what will you do? What do you go do? What's be the plan?
Because you could say that these people, when you see them, you could see that they are under tight leash. They are under control. They have no voice on their own. They have no, because I feel like these are just some few individuals that they have been able to corner, like to tell them this is what you must do. If you do not do this, because any right thinking human beings will not go there and stand and start listening to those. When you sorry to use this word, you could see the person even doing the counting. The person is a tout. So he's a tout as well. The person doing the counting. So this is what we will talk. This is what I'm trying to say. As in, because the people they are even, because the people that are in that queue, you could see when you see them, they are not well enlightened. They are not educated. So that's why I said it's some few individuals which, because I believe that those people do not speak for Nigerians. Those are just within the party and their party primaries. But I'm believing that, yes, when it comes to the May election, things will not be like that. At least they will be different. You see, that again, you will expose something. Even when they were saying indirect primary, why did they not say that the indirect primary should also be it should also be electronica, not manual counting like what they were doing now? Why did they not say that? Okay, why? Because those are part of the amendment that all needs to come to that electoral bill now, which they say they passed. All those are that wasn't primary, that wasn't indirect primary, that was just consensus. They were just anointing their candidates. That's it. But I hope by 2027 we will get it right. We will get it right.
So much. Thank you, Ike. Ike.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Yes, please.
Sister Precious, good evening. TYMC, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes. I'm joining from Texas.
Go ahead.
I don't know how you expect our military to kill their brothers or prodigal children. So whoever that is thinking that our military will go and kill their brothers, the person is making a mistake. You see, this whole thing was planned and done by Americans. And I tell you, our government must have gone through back channels now to start explaining and apologizing. I'm telling you the fact. I know how all of these things happen. All these statements you saw the president made.
To who?
Apologizing to their brothers now. Precious is supposed to know now. They are not explaining, no be we do now all these Americans so busybody, and I didn't do this thing, now I beg we don't follow, but we have to release those statements so that go be like say they go dey back channels now.
I believe you 100%.
They go dey back channels, they explain now, as they tell you, because they go don't call and to say now so say I beg go make una no verse. So now all these Americans, they are busybody too much. No be you allow them now, but if I no allow them now, trouble go dey. This explanation go dey ongoing now. Wetin military they do is when una talk say they know they do anything, they go drop one name, say they don't kill him. One day you go see here when they go drop Bello Truji, say they don't kill him. We see dead body. We don't see now. We no see. They go use that douse detention. When people don't complain so much, say terrorists are overrunning this, they will drop one name. They will tell you, say they don't kill Bello Turuji. They will tell you, say they don't kill this person. And then after 6 months, 8 months, the person go reappear again, make announcement from Bush. These things, how you want me to take do this kind of thing? These things are getting so serious by the day. Last night, when I got this announcement, I said, for goodness sake, this thing happened in our land. Even this morning, I checked all channels. Nobody make breaking news. CNN was running it as breaking news last night. Breaking news. But when I check all Nigerian channels when I woke up this morning, I don't see them as breaking news anywhere. That will tell you that this is not them. They deep down within them, they wouldn't have gone to. What this man is trying to do is, however, he's going to manage the two sides and get on win the next election. That's all he's doing. Manage this place. That's why he's managing Fubara, he's managing Wike, to find a way to see that since two of them are supporting him, let this one bring in vote, let this one bring in vote, make him enter. After him don't enter, if you not like, make una go kill on herself. This is how politicians are playing this game. They are managing both sides to get in. As far as they are concerned, they don't care about governance. Now to get back again. You understand? So one thing I remember, okay, Precious, you asked here, say, what are we going to do? There's something that came into my mind. I'm just throwing it out there. You see, let NDC or opposition generally, if they're coming together, what they need to do is, instead of using ordinary people as party agents, go and pay all these bouncers. Them plenty, them pass all the police stations, all the police units we will get for Nigeria. Pay them. Now then go be the polling this, and each polling station will have a Starlink, so that the person, the NYSC person where they do this, no go to say a network no day. You go give a hotspot. Because if this election is not won on the polling booth, we can't get it in the courts. We can't. So we can't continue to do the same thing. After we go come complain, we come begin go courts, and they go throw them on our face again. Use people that can stand on their own, not people that when they say, hey, everybody will run. These bouncers are not doing anything. That day, hire all of them, carry Starlink, put there. When the person finish say network, no, they say, I'll give you hotspot. If the person now refuses to do it when you won't give a hotspot, then that person, you will now know, say, you already get something that is strong enough to use. I know the opposition said they're going to have also their situation room to also gather all the results, but it's still not enough. Now, that one where the person hold, that's the one INEC will recognize. But let's make sure that they don't take it away. Now, the people who are strong, where we go feel hold these people from running away with all of these things. That's what I'm trying to put up there. I'll just be thinking about it, because I know we will not have leg to enter the states or local government collation centers. But if we get this thing resolved at the polling unit there and the thing is posted, we have a case. We have a better case than let them carry the hard copy and go into this collation center. And there the whole abracadabra go happen. I'm telling you, the opposition need to think about another way. Not like doing it that same way. Maybe God will come help us do this thing. We have to think about what to do to make sure that this thing is not stolen again. We can't get anything from the courts. So the results need to be gotten at the polling unit there, not any other place. Okay, I'm still here. I'll wait for other people to talk.
Thank you so much. Mr. Prestige, good evening and welcome. Prestige, are you there? Prestige, good evening.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes. Go ahead, please.
How are you, Precious?
I'm very well, thank you. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, wait, Danjuma. Yeah, Nigerian situation, okay, is very discouraging, okay, because you don't even know where to begin when it comes to the situation in Nigeria. I'm Precious. I'm going to use an analogy to describe what's going on in Nigeria. Because Nigeria is, I'm a football fanatic. Okay, if you look at our football in terms of our football, it's an example of what's actually going in Nigeria: corruption, inefficiency, and everything that's happening. Did you know a country is the so-called giant of Africa? The last time we hosted any kind of important tournament was in 2000. That's when we have African Cup of Nations in conjunction with Ghana, and Nigeria has not hosted any kind of important African. Everything is being hosted by Morocco, South Africa, and something like that. Nigeria is not working. I know when I was growing up, we used to have a grassroots, soccer, principal cup and everything. But I'm just laying this example to see where we have been since then, what we are right now, you know, because what's actually going on in that area right now, corruption and everything, because there's something that happened. Even our, you familiar with the girls that won the last cup in Morocco, right? They have not had a single friendly match. I'm going somewhere, okay? They have not had a single friendly match. And every other country, Ghana, everybody, have had like about 7 or 8 friendly matches. So when they asked the NFA chairman why the girls haven't had any kind of friendly, and he said he gave this excuse on necessary excuse. He said because the other countries doesn't want to play Nigeria. What kind of, that's what he said. The NFA chairman, I've forgotten his name. He said the other country doesn't want to play Nigeria. What kind of excuse, lame excuse is that? Is it because
Why? They have a plague?
huh?
Are they plague reading? Like we get disease?
That's a nonsense excuse. Because all the money that they give, if you look at the last NFA, it was dollarized. Even the one that was by what's his name, the former guy from from Delta State. What's the name of that former NFA from Delta, T.Y. Danjuma, from Wari area? That one was dollarized too. This is exactly what's going on. Like, I'm just using that example to see that Nigeria is not making any kind of progress. Okay, I mean everything is corruption. Nothing. I mean, Tinubu is incoherent. I mean, sometimes I just like to come on your platform. Just to talk, because I don't. How far can we talk for we see anything reasonable to come out of that country? Look at people like what's his name, Chief Prince. Didn't he lose the election that he's supposed to be contesting? That's what I heard. He ran for primary for APC, and he lost yesterday. Yeah, he lost yesterday. So where is he going to go? The city boys. So the whole issue about Nigeria, I get tired. I get emotional. I said, you know what?
Well, he said that he doesn't regret it. He gave it his best shot, and it's not a problem. So it is what it is.
So how come the city group didn't rescue him? I mean, he didn't call out Tinubu to give me the
He just be
measure away.
baby. He just be baby politician now. Now where you don't register now. Maybe next time they will give him. Buhari's son just started, and Buhari's son got it.
So let me ask you, Precious. Why is the Nigerian society as a whole? I'm one of them, but I'm not living in Nigeria, so that's the difference. Why the people living in Nigeria so docile? What's going on? Look at what just happened in the allocation. The fat allocation given to the state. Everybody aware of it. The state, the APC governors, about 30 something of them. I don't know how many, 32 or 33. I think they have all the whole state. So they are using that money. They are using part of that money. I don't know what percentage in order to pursue Tinubu re-election. Is that a normal thing to do in a same country? And people are not protesting. Precious, tell me why you're not protesting. Why you're sitting down?
Eh.
Yeah.
Me, I should come out and contest, Abi.
No. You should be outraged. You should be outraged.
Wow. Interesting. Thank you. It be like you don't reach out.
That's what you're gonna say.
What do you want me to answer you now? You already know what the answer is. You want me to come out and contest? Ogachi Kezie, come and talk. After that, we'll go back to Man of Prestige. You're welcome, Mr.
Thank you, Madam Precious.
Yes, please. You're
Good
welcome.
evening, Mr. T.Y. Danjuma. Joy salute, Laziz and Prestige. Okay, first of all, it's funny what President Tinubu went outside to, do and disgrace the whole of the nation, right? But it's not surprising. And you know why it's not surprising? Because we know that this man, just like Joe Biden then, has been speaking with his ancestors right from the campaign era when he said Bulaba, something like that, right? And that was exactly what he went there to do. If you listen to the whole discussion, it's kind of funny because the man was just saying things that doesn't make sense, right? Like you can't comprehend what he was talking about. If at the time the lady was like there was a question that was asked. No, he was providing a solution to something. I can't remember what. And the lady now asked him, okay, why can't you do it? What are you doing? Like, why can't you as South Africa? He was like, he was lost. Yeah. He didn't know what to say. And that is exactly the pattern.
During the conference, yes. Yeah, so what are you doing? Why can't you do it?
Why can't you? Exactly. And he didn't know what to say. He just was lost, right? And people were there, of course, the psychophant that went with him, clapping for him, right? Was just saying absolutely nothing, right? And that is exactly what this man have exhibited over time at the seat of that presidency, that even at this moment that you are campaigning for your second term, you are not campaigning based on achievements. You're not campaigning based off on what you have done. You are campaigning based on promises. Isn't that funny? Like, it blows my mind that we have such an entity occupying the seat of power in Nigeria. But I'm not surprised because, of course, Buhari laid the foundation for what he was doing today. And he said, of course, that he himself and Buhari, they are the same. He's speaking from what Buhari, just like what happened in the Bible when the king said that father's little finger, no, my little finger is worse than my father's arm and not the rest of it. And that's exactly what we are seeing, right? Exactly what we are seeing. Now, let me come back to Nigerian army. The truth of the matter is this. Whatever happened with this operation had nothing to do with Nigeria. As a matter of fact, it was not in conjunction with Nigerian army whatsoever. They don't know, they don't have any idea. They don't have any inkling of what happened. It was after everything that happened and Trump put up his tweet. And that tweet was just in a way to save face for the government. And subtly also telling us that they don't know, they don't have anything to do with it, right? Because Trump said he himself gave the order, right? It was him that gave the order. And then in conjunction with Nigerian military, which we know is a total lie, just to save face for the Nigerian people. Nigerian army are grossly indisciplined. There are some very highly disciplined, individuals in Nigerian army, but the thing is that they've been compromised. The army itself has been infiltrated, and we know the genesis of it. We know how it all started with the repentant Boko Haram and all the rest of them. That was exactly what is happening. So Americans can, in no good faith, work with Nigerian army because Nigerian army has been infiltrated. There is no how you pass any information through that chain of command that it will not leak to the enemy. It's impossible. So if you ask me, I would say American military conducted that operation by themselves, for themselves, and they killed this guy. Now, you are coming out to tell us that, oh, it was a mistaken identity. Madam Precious, how can Nigerian army tell us how they identify people that they killed that's actually, warranted to saying, okay, now is a mistaken identity? How did you confirm that this was the person? Okay, in this age and era, 2026, is it that you drop a bomb and you went there to look at the body? Is that how you conduct your own forensic examination to determine who you killed and who you don't kill? Right? It's just to tell you that these guys are a joke. They are a joke. Just like the last speaker said, no, the second to the last speaker said, now the Nigerian army, the upper echelon, they are doing, they are trying to tell the terrorists that they are sponsoring, please, it's not us. And another way, they also apologizing to the American government that, see, it's not like this because we said that we killed. Because, of course, American people knew that this guy said that they killed this guy way back in 2024. They are aware of that, right? But they know, right? So now they will be apologizing two ways: to the terrorists, who are their brothers, and to the U.S. military, who are, of course, their adversaries, as it may be. Forget about the fact that we are saying that they are collaborating. They are not collaborating. The American knows that Nigerian army is part of the enemy. It's as simple as that. Right? The truth of the matter, again, concerning the election, someone talked about, getting the macho people to go and man this and pay them. That will also boil down to money politics. Now, let me tell you why I say it will go down to money politics if you try to go that route. If we bring in macho people and employ them, they will go and pay those people. How much are they paying them in clubs? How much will you pay them as opposition? Being led by Obi that pays nobody anything, right? And you expect those guys, they will man that post and APC thugs will come and give them, let's say, $5,000 each, and they will say, okay, no, we are going to defend it. It's not going to happen. The only way that this can happen is by patriotic Nigerians, coming out themselves to say, okay, I'm going to be a polling center agent and not the rest of them, and I'm going to stand there. And every one of us are willing to say, okay, this is it. We are ready to change this country. Those are the people that can make change. Not those that you employ. Anybody you employ, they can pay them triple the amount that you pay them to employ them, and they will compromise the whole process. That is where I have to say, rest my case on this for now.
All right, thank you so much. I think we have I thought I had somebody else here in the house. He's left. Okay. T.Y. Danjuma, you said you won't comment on the primaries. Make I let you quickly drop your thoughts on those primaries.
Yes, everybody has spoken very well. On the primaries, from what we are seeing now, it's very, very clear that people are not going to go by the votes that will be counted. APC is, you can see what's happening almost in all the places where
But did
APC
you guys
gets
expect anything different? I'm surprised if you expected anything different anyway.
No, we are supposed to be learning. We are supposed to be going forward, not going backwards. In fact, what we are saying now is worse. This is primaries, and this is happening. So you can imagine, I agree, that there's work to do. If at the primaries, they do themselves this type of a thing, when we get to election proper, then you can imagine. You can
don't know that the
imagine what
election is do or die. You don't even know what they will do.
But I told you, even before a long time that this thing, what I see is they begin to kill themselves. Because there are people who are very, very disgruntled, even within APC, because of the way this primary has gone. And the desperation that I see now, particularly with the way a lot of people have been edged out. I don't know, I'm hearing from the grapevine, you didn't confirm that even OT has been eased out by Labour Party. I don't know if that is true.
Oh, yes. So I heard Abure resurfaced and said that OT is not their president, their governorship candidate for Abia State.
So
Abure resurfaced from nowhere and said that OT is not their governorship candidate. And meanwhile, say OT they under Nenadi Usman. And then Nenadi Usman will be say INEC recognize.
Yes.
So it's another round of drama right now.
If it's Abure that said that, is inconsequential because he's on suspension. He's not a member of
it's Abure. In fact, there are also people who are saying that they got some gossip from the grapevine that P2B, if all being equal, may not be in the ballot that day. They go meet and say a mistake.
People
talk say there is a grand plan to ensure that he's not on the ballot, and they say, oh, it was an error or something like that. Even if it's not generally, but at least in most very important polling units and local governments, he will not be in the ballot. That's what some people are saying.
I will not discountenance anything that anybody says now, because you see the desperation now is it's one that we haven't seen for power, particularly by the ruling party. It's one that we haven't seen before. But I think that every contestant that is jostling for office would know that 2027 is not going to be a child's play, and the parties that are involved, I suspect too that they will be eagle-eyed, and they also will be having their options A and B and so on and so forth. You see, the way this thing is dragging, the way this desperation, the way it's leading us to, and thank God we have an international community and some big powers watching. The way this thing is dragging, if care is not taken, these politicians are going to drag Nigeria to war. The way they're going now, the way they're pushing their personal ambition over and above the interest of the state.
People don't even care about the mood of the country. Whether people they cry, say things they bad, it's not that they don't understand. Not like they don't understand, they don't care. Other administration, when they do things, they're going to say, oh, people, okay, they will mellow down small. But these people, like they are. Your lamentation is inconsequential. You don't concern anybody.
They don't see us finish. People are not immaterial in their calculation because you didn't vote for them in the first place. So they don't anything where you want to do. They have muzzled everybody. INEC, the courts, and so on and so forth. So, but the hope lies in people going to register and coming out massively, not just massively to vote, because that's the first step. Massively to vote, so that even you will want tinker with whatever you go do and tire. I mean, look at what happened in River State. You can see, Precious, we are in for trouble. Oh. My reading of the situation is that the person where they think say I have everything in my pocket, even though he knows he's not sleeping, he's running high blood pressure. But I think in that desperation to cow everybody, every opposition, destroy every party where you feel say is a threat to you, and then you plant spies here and there, in parties, put people to run as proxy presidential candidates, because that's what is happening. So all this machination that is going on is basically a result of the desperation of somebody to hold on, even when you know you haven't done anything to merit, you're coming back again. Even though from the promises that you made, you are ensnared by the words of your mouth. You declared that if I don't give you light, don't vote for me. If I don't solve the problem with estimated bill, don't vote for me. Apart from that, even basically from the things that there is nothing you can sit down and say you have done that have positively impacted the lives of the people and the nation at large. You are borrowing. If you continue, there's nothing wrong in borrowing. But if you were borrowing to invest in strategic areas of the economy and to create an enabling environment for investment, that will be different. We'll begin to see the dividends. And to say that in 4 years, oh no, you need 8 years, you need 10 years to do that, that's not true. We're seeing it. Ambode didn't take 8 years to do what he did. Fashola didn't take 8 years to do what he did. The guy in Abia State didn't take 8 years to do what he's doing.
You're even calling people wait just say people wait. So one of the landmark governors of Lagos State today, Lateef Jakonde.
Lateef Jakonde, 4 years.
Only 4 years. And there is no way you talk about Lagos State today without mentioning Lateef Jakonde.
Yes. So we're not asking. Yeah,
so
we're not asking you to do
Lateef
miracles.
Jakonde can do it in 4 years. Why can't someone else do it?
Yes. We're not asking you to do miracles. We are asking you to do things that will impact, move Nigeria away from where it is now. Let's see that movement that can be objectively assessed, appraised, and we can say, yes, we were here, this is where we have moved on to. Oh, the dollar, we met it at this rate. Now this is what we have moved. The economy, people, there was capital flight. Companies were moving away from Nigeria. This is what we have achieved so far. Inflation, this is where we have achieved. Multidimensional poverty, we were rated this way. This is where we are now, and so on and so forth. We're not selling off our patrimony to China and to Shaguri and to all commerce. It's I don't understand. This is not criticism.
All right. So while we're still on these election issues, make I quickly play you a video of waiting a particular priest tell Jonathan. Listen to it.
Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, happy that they took you to court. And I'm happy that the court said what they said. And we don't want you to spoil that good name. And please, if I see you in private, I will still say this. Please keep off for now. Let them just play it. Be the senior citizen that you should be. And please, we thank God for your life. Not only for Nigeria, for the West African region, ECOWAS, and for Africa. You are a symbol that should stand. Let nobody touch you. You are a hope for our generation, that it is possible for us to be civil, it It is possible for us to lead with integrity. It is possible for us to pass on a worthy legacy to those coming after us.
All right, Nahima,
God bless
one
you.
day from inside that place. Let me take your reactions to this video quickly. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go
Me?
ahead, Chikeze.
Should I go in? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
please go ahead. Yes, you raised
Okay.
the
You
question.
know, first of all, I would say thank you. I would say God bless that Reverend Father. That's the
Oh.
first thought I would say. God bless that Reverend Father. And I thank him so much. You know, we've said this on the same platform that, you know, when this thought came, I said, Jonathan should just go and hide himself. Just like you stay out of it. And the best thing he can do, he has already, if he can support Peter Obi, he should do that. That is all he can do. But I'm not, they all have their rights. They can do whatever, they all have their choice to do whatever they want to do. So that's for that. Once again, God bless that Reverend Father. So the Reverend Father have said it all. He has said it all. So he shouldn't come and disgrace himself. The respect he has now, not only in Nigeria, all over the world. So he should keep that respect. He should keep that dignity. He should keep it. And you will see in times to come, people will be coming to him for advice. Just like what they normally do to Obasanjo now. People will be coming to him for advice. So he should maintain it. Not to come and join them and destroy that reputation he has built. He should never try that. He should never do it. And leave these people that are destroying the country to face the shame. So that's it.
All right. Chigeze, you wanted to say something?
Yes, exactly.
Go ahead, please.
So I'm gonna say that just like my brother just said, right? God bless that priest that said that, right? Jonathan, if there is any form of sensible cells still existing or in his brain, the best thing for him to do is just to leave it. Because the best thing Jonathan did as a president was to hand over power after one term. That has been his legacy. Like that, and if you call Jonathan today, the thing that you know him for is that he considered defeat honorably. And that is what has endeared him to so many people across Africa, not just in Nigeria. Now, let me give us an example. You mentioned Jakonde. We know of South Africa. Mandela was at the forefront of making sure that South Africa, comes back from apartheid. How many times did he serve? One. Are we still not talking about Mandela till today? We are still talking about Mandela till today. Now, can you just oppose that with Jacob Zuma? Jacob Zuma is almost fading away. Most people might not even remember that this guy was once the president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma. But can anybody say that he did not know that Mandela was once the president of South Africa? Yet he served only one term, right? Now, let me come to what Mr. T.Y. Danima said. These people, you see, this government, they are trying to plunge this country into civil war. Now, let me tell you why I feel so. If you know what happened during Shagari's tenure that led to the military takeover of Nigerian politics, it was exactly what is now playing out today. Apart from the fact that corruption was all over the place, there is also this high-handedness of politicians, just like what Wike is doing. That was how politicians of that period, they were living larger than life, right? And that is exactly what this guy is. I'm sorry I'm calling him this guy because I don't even see him as a president. It's as if that Aso Rock has become maybe a hospice or old people's home. I'm sorry, everybody will get old, but the fact remains that we cannot have such people sitting at the corridors of power. And we are seeing them every now and then, every other day, traveling abroad, and everybody from Nigeria, almost half of the governors will go there and welcome you in another month. They left with you, they will go and line up. British Prime Minister went to Saudi Arabia the other day. How many of the British officials were at the airport welcoming him? He went on his own. Now, for us to even compare our president with the president of America, to me, it's laughable. They are incomparable. You can't even compare them. We should find a country that we can compare ourselves to, not America. America, they are not in our league in any way, shape, or form. Let us go and look at the countries that are in our league and look at what they are doing. Those that are doing good. Let's even take Kenya, for example, and see what they are doing, right? Just oppose it with what Nigeria is doing and know where we stand in the community of nations. Comparing ourselves to America is like we trying to feel among, just like we calling ourselves giants of Africa, when we are nothing. We are nothing. South Africans are chasing us up and down. Ghana, ordinary Ghana, here, our back here, they are chasing. And Ghana is not, and to be fair to Ghana, they are no longer ordinary. They've surpassed Nigeria in every way, in every way, shape, or form, in anything, everything, right? So to me, it's crazy. Jonathan should just please go and sit down, play the role that he's playing now. Any place that they have election, let them call him. He generally go there and look at the election. If they are doing anything mago, he will come out and say this is what they are doing, and he will go back.
Okay. All right.
Let's thank you for your service to the nation. You've done well, Jonathan. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Tiwa, would you like to react to this? So let me go straight to the flagship. TF, the flagship, you're welcome. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, go to flagship. Let flagship speak.
Right.
Good evening, Precious. How are you today?
Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And TY, good evening, sir. And my brother, good evening to everybody watching.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, so I hear TY make a comment just now, say, we day in a tight corner, say Nigerians are kind of like, although he didn't use these words, but for better what he said, we're kind of stuck based on what they happen. So, but say you get one adage when they talk for home those days, say, goat not a bite, goat not a bite. So when you push and until now when you push and reach wall, now then you gonna say they bite. And then when he bite, it always a bite for the wrong place. Not the way you expect them to bite, now they bite you. So they may think that Nigerians are docile, Nigerians don't know what they are doing, they can play Nigerians, they can do whatever they are doing now to the people. But there's a point in every human. I think in physics call it tensile point, where we say before elastic limit, where you pull that elastic reach, you go break. Though Nigerians may have a very, very high tolerance for this kind of suffering when they go through so, but there's a time coming that they cannot take advantage of the people more than they are doing now. They may see or think that they've weaponized hunger and everything against the people, and the people not they feel they talk. No, the people they talk, and those when you go make the change, they're inside Nigeria. That the people will push back. It's not gonna be business as usual. If anybody they make any monkey business out there, they say they won't put a beef for one corner and trap and call a mistake. Nigerians not go take them easy. Nobody go take them easy. You see that clap when they clap for Jonathan, for that church, when they talk about Jonathan. Now the response, the true organic response of Nigerians, that who know that, look, enough of waiting these people they do. We know and they are aware of una plot. But here's our response. We not they join una on anything when una go do for 2027. So if Jonathan like, make it dance to the tune when the hunter when they inside bush they play. By the time you enter inside that bush, now then you go see how far. Like everybody say, now respect for them. I don't believe say something don't take over a head when he could join. Excuse me. When he could join whoever the advisor say go run, and he go run. I could tell him this, not from my place income, but I tell him this: we're not gonna vote for him. We're not gonna do anything for him. And there are many of us who are from there that are tired of this politics in Nigeria, that they play the way they like. That it's not going to be business as usual come 2027. So
what are you guys going to stop make do to stop that, not that business as usual? That's the question. So I don't want it to look like we always come here and we'll just talk and talk.
No,
We're not
not be
preparing
everything. Not be everything you go. Not be everything you
because
go
you see
talk
the
for
way they use
public.
this counting for election, this one, so you go
We
what's
dey
past
see
like
am.
that for you
We
see
see am.
that when you know Mela is shot then nothing they go mount different military, different stop, they go full everywhere for the stronghold of places where they know someone go protest. Nothing will
Again,
happen.
again.
Nothing will happen. So what are we doing? Or
That's
what
why
are
I
we going to
say.
do?
That's why I say they say goat not the bite, but when he bite, you go surprise. Now you go
For this
stand.
same Nigerian audience, it's just say Nigerians and feel say they don't get them to their few.
Oh, hold on now. Not be everything that we will talk for
Okay.
public. If they get some things when we say you deliver for backyard, go discuss for them because they can count however they like. They can bring Agberos when go count from 1 to 10, then the next number now 800, and they think that it's going to be business as usual. It's not going to be so. So there is a lot coming for them ahead. You know, they see the APC. They show signs of fragmentation as we speak right now. You see what you hope Uzodinma tried to pull recently. There are many, many cracks in the wall inside the APC. It's just a matter of time. It will collapse on itself. Watch them. But I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. APC thinks in a gangster and the place, so they got it all together and they can do whatever they like. Precious 2027, the countdown day on a few months from now. You go see what will happen inside APC. It's not going to be business as usual because Nigerians know the consequences or the consequence where they go face if they allow this thing to go as they do them. So make them not take Nigerians for a ride or for granted this time. What did they go do? I don't know. Number which I could talk for public, but the people are aware and the people are ready this time to make sure that whatever it takes to put this suffering out of their way, they will do it. And at that point, if this government or Tinubu that calls himself a strategist that has been strategically outsmarted decide to be stubborn like he say, then whatever the consequences, he go take them. So make it no say not be business as usual. There is another force. As a matter of fact, he presented himself today as the vice president of Nigeria or second in command. The commander in chief actually tweeted this morning and said at his orders. And then the second in command or the vice president of Nigeria now tweeted again.
That's this thing you're saying is not fair. It's not good though. There is God though.
Now
There
the
is
truth.
God in everything we do.
Now the truth, precious. Make we talk make devil shame. Now the truth. Because if he doesn't have the balls to do it, the person the talk say whoever the president of America is the president of the world. They can go and do whatever they need to do to correct any anomaly, no matter what it looks like. There is an outright plain sight anomaly going on in Nigeria, and nobody's doing anything about it. Do you know why these people are acting? People they talk of resources and all of that, say neither they come for. They won't take resources. Put that aside. The pictures are gory. We don't tire. They see them for years. It make people they won't go crazy. Those pictures, how they show they decapacitate people. It's bothersome to the mind for people down in the West. We can't be that barbaric. So it don't tire people. That's why they tell us say, do whatever it takes to stop this thing going on in Nigeria. Those when you get the social media when they post them for so they are tired of carrying those pictures. They can't turn it off because they use it as point of access to know where these guys are. So that when it's time to make decisive action or take decisive action, they know where to go get them. You saw what happened with this raid when it just passed. So, how many casualties you hear? They don't use bomb, drop when we count civilian bodies. Precise, clinical, get the job done, get out of there with proof that it was done. They don't fly drone, go there, drop bomb, and kill everybody around, plus whoever they target. And if truly say Nigerian forces they are among them, make them select those people when follow them, go do this raid. So make them use only those ones. Because the rest, when they fly drone and jets to go drop bomb, like in a night school, now they go. Because whatever they try to do always results in mass casualties, which it doesn't make any sense. So things are going to change. Things will change. 2027 to come. The signals.
Let me show you another thing that may make it not change. Remember that they're positioning their children. Wike son, they there for inside our place. Ibori daughter day. David Mark daughter day. I mean, different of them day. Now here, now Buhari son, after him win the primaries election, you know what's in Hausa? I think it would be nice for somebody who speaks Hausa very well to interpret it. But let me play.
Bikin da zai kai labari. But ni dai alhamdulillah mun ga an yi zabe cikin zaman lafiya, kwanciyar hankali, kuma insha Allahu ba za a samu kowane tashin hankali ba.
An ayyana ka a matsayin wanda ya samu nasara a wannan zaben fitar gwani jam'iyyar APC a wannan yanki ya kaji.
Ai godiya wa Allah kawai zan ta yi. Ina gode Allah kuma da mutanen Daura sanda mu da mai addu'a da suka fito suka zabe ni.
Me za ka mai da hankali kan shi idan Allah ya baka nasara a babban zaben 2027 din da ake cin karuwa?
Abin da zan mai da hankali a kai shine rike jama'a, ƙara tafiya da duk wanda suka tsaya takara da ni, in jawo su mu yi aiki tare don a samu ci gaba.
Matasa ba?
Ai tafiyan matasa ne ko? To dole su ne za a jawo ai.
Ba kai kaɗai kai wannan takara ba, akwai wanda kuka takara da shi ya ce bai gamsu da yadda aka wannan zaɓe ba, ya ce akwai kurakurai yana so ya kamata a yi masa haƙƙinsa. Me za ka ce kan wannan?
Allah sarki, ai mun haɗu a polling unit ai. Ya mun dauko hotuna ma, mun gaisa mun yi komai. So ban san me yake faɗa ba, ko ban san me kaji ba.
To kana ganin haka ya isa ba sai ba sai an wani abu ba, kana ganin haka ya isa?
In yana so ya je ya kai duk inda zai kai labari. But ni dai alhamdulillah mun ga an yi zaɓe cikin zaman lafiya, kwanciyar hankali, kuma insha Allahu ba za a samu kowane tashin hankali ba.
Ƙarshe menene fatan ka ko kiran ka ga al'ummar Daura Sandamu mai addu'a a wannan babban zaɓe mai tsawo?
Ai mutanen Daura Sandamu da mai addu'a ina so su fito da yawan su a yi zaben nan. Kuma insha Allah.
All right. So for those who may not understand, from the caption of what I gathered from there, I hear that he's saying that I have won the APC primary election. Those who are not satisfied should look for a solution themselves. I should go to court. Which of them? So people they talk, say you can see the arrogance of the children of these people. We keep us where would they like this? And it's not going to stop, because once he wins the primaries, of course, we know what's in the day like he'd already win the election, no matter what happen. And that's a continuous circle. So with this circle way we say will continue like this, how does anything change, and how will things get better?
Well, you remember when Gaddafi did office, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in children today. Exactly. May they put their children as much as they want. When fire come, now Christmas night they see fire, they come, make it stand, they look at and not get out of his way. Or you see a moving truck on high speed when not get brake. Then you stand for center of road, say,
okay,
you be traffic man.
Okay, I was going to ask, what it is be the waiting it is Nigerians could do? What are Nigerians capable of doing to ensure they liberate themselves? Because some people they look and like say the only closest to intervention we would get to get a sane election. Now, if the US intervene for inside the election, but if that doesn't happen, what do you think Nigerians are capable of doing?
Well, if the US decide to intervene in the election, it might not be considered as credible. The only thing that they can do, Nigerians right now to make sure say when they go vote, they make sure say their vote count. From the polling station to the collation center, they make sure say their vote count. Nothing is missing and nothing is dropped. It may not be smooth and easy, but now fight for their lives now they do so. And they know that at this time, it is either they fight this fight now and get them over with, or they be ready to spend another 4 years in abject poverty, of which this time they will bring Koboko, they flog them on top of the poverty. So what Nigerians need to do, not to stand up, to vote and make sure say those votes count. Anywhere when you see the video, when you show to us today, so take place where they count from 1, the next number now 800. Flag those ones. Call them out And if
They are
INEC
calling out. The authority was supposed to do something, would not do anything. INEC will say they never see these things. What's in they won't do about them? That's the question. That's what I'm saying. That what's in the talk, not be wishful thinking.
Not be wishful thinking, Precious.
Really?
2023 came, and remember the people that calmed them down. They were ready. Remember that when this matter they say go court, not go court. The people were ready to take their destiny in their hands. But it was at the words of Peter Obi who said, "Calm down, everybody. Make we not be violent. Make we not do anything. Just relax. Make we go court." That's where the whole problem starts now. Remember, 2023, where they announced result at 4 a.m. By the time the matter go court, and the people were still hot and ready to get on the street and charge everywhere up, when now they read the judgment, not be on what do you call that medium what they use, take an answer, the court judgment, they were not in court. These people were afraid. The president was not in the country. Akpabio was not in the country. There were many of his top politicians that took a trip out because they were not sure what was going to happen, how the people would react. But because they told the people to be quiet,
but now
down,
that they are sure that people don't have the balls to react, you think that they cannot do, and then they're doing the things they're doing and looking at you in the face and saying there's nothing you can do about it.
That made me start with you. They say goat not the bite, goat not the bite. You they push and they go war, they push and go war. Now when the goat charge at you, now then you go wrong. Say this goat done the craze. I'm not saying I saw it be before. Now quiet goat before, but look, he bite me. And when he bite me, so not be normal place. That's how it works. They can do all they want. There is the point where your resilience and your tolerance level, you go let them go. Like if not die, make we die. And at that time they go flee, including their children that they are putting in office now. Let them do what they like. Nigerians know what to do. And they are making up their minds. They don't see the pinch, not even pinch. They don't see the blow when hunger do them for the last 3+ years. Are they willing to continue again for the next 4 years? I don't think so. So at this point, there are many of them, most especially at the grassroots level. Again, not be everything that they talk online. But at the grassroots level, things are happening. People are being informed. People are being sensitized. And people are being given courage and boldness, educated, telling them what to do and how to go about things. Not there and there only. Now we go feed them. There's a movie called Chicken Little those days. You remember how they escaped from the farm when they put them? If you don't see that movie, everybody came together quietly, unnoticed, and they took action and were able to get their freedom out of the place. So they may look at Nigerians now and say, we don't, excuse me, we don't cage them. Thank you. We don't cage them. They're not if you talk. They're not if you do anything. Look what they do in front of them. They're not able to raise their fingers.
Okay, while I see they find it difficult to believe you, let me quickly show you a video. But before that, Nigerians, please kindly like and share this post if you've not done so. Kindly subscribe. Mr. Pansat, thank you so much. Kindly subscribe to this platform if you've not done so. And please like and share so that more people go see this post. I beg. Not be money with the pain, and just a small title will give us be that by liking and sharing. So please ensure that you like and share this post. So let me quickly show you the madness of waiting they go on for inside this election. First of all, MC Olomo is busy in the streets of Oshodi campaigning for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and campaign period never started. You see him, INEC never officially opened campaign. In fact, there's been billboards of our president over 1 year ago for 2027, across different parts of the country. That's in violation of INEC procedures and INEC rule. And nobody don't talk anything about them. So the same INEC when they look the other way now they won't act. That's the question. Because there's nothing you tell anybody that this is not against INEC rules. It is against them. But who go talk about them? Now, INEC also talk, say, they know INEC supervise this primaries election. See results to INEC. Just watch counting.
51,
this is somewhere in Abia
53, 54, 55, 100, 500,
So, Oga Tier, you won't tell me say INEC never see all this scenario, all these things and what they happen, and they are quiet about it, and they are okay with it. It's not a
Again,
problem.
it may seem like they are turning blind eyes and deaf ears to it, that they
It's
are not
not may
seeing.
seem. It's obvious they are.
And they
Now,
they
let
may
people
be
do
doing
this
that.
one, they will talk.
But again, remember when I start from the beginning, I say they get cracks inside their own selves there. When when they say when you cut snake head come out, the body go dance, 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 dance. After a while, it go keep quiet, right? When things change, those when they keep quiet now, INEC and the judiciary and the rest, they could begin to speak out. They could begin to talk. There is only an amount of time that you can continue with this madness and think you can get away with it. Don't forget, Nigeria is not the focus of the world, though. Iran did it. Nigeria is next. Within the next 6 months or thereabout, when it comes, so the eyes of the world they on Nigeria. And you made a comment just now, say people talk the only way when things go to take better and say if the US they involved. It won't be the US alone. There are many, many eyes on the election that is coming. And Tinubu is aware of it. He knows what is going on. He knows the odds are against him. And he dey shake for where he did now. That's why he came out the other day and said, "Do you think you can bully me out of my job? I am a stubborn politician." When a man begins to speak like that, he tell you say that's sign to tell you say he house don't dey shake. The thing don't dey touch him. Heat don't the entire body. Now he can come out make that statement. So it's not going to be business as usual. Leave INEC, make they do what they do so. And the judiciary there, make they carry on with what they carry on. Not 200 million, they say, will be for Nigeria. The change when it comes, so we don't need 10 million to make them. The truth is this. These politicians are afraid of the people. They are very, very afraid of the people. And when I say the people, I mean down to the grassroots level. They are very, very much afraid of them. Now, getting the people now to begin to stand up on their feet, match their politicians shoulder to shoulder, and begin to ask questions. Now, be the next move. And it's working gradually from places that you don't understand. The opposition, when they could get, will come from places when they don't expect. So let them carry on with what they are doing.
All right.
But it's not going to be business as usual.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. T.Y., do you want to jump in on any of these issues?
Yeah, but I see the Pansat in. Can you let him speak? Then
Is Pansat here?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's not inside the house. So.
Pressure, I also like to contribute again, though, please.
Okay, just hold on. No vex. So we'll get Lazy View. Lazy View, you're welcome. No, Pansat is not here.
Okay.
Lazy View, you're welcome, please.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening and
Madam
welcome. Go
Precious.
ahead.
Yeah. Which specific topic do you want me to contribute to? I know you guys have discussed a lot, though.
Any of the things we're talking about tonight, from the APC primaries to the strike by the United States to the threats by United States to enforce, to use forceful action, any of the things you want to talk about, just feel free.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think this is a welcome development regarding the strike that happened in Nigeria. It's so unfortunate that we have government, they are not able to act. It's so unfortunate, seriously. You live in Nigeria, you know how the situation is. People use this phone every day. They can't track these people. Imagine having a senior terrorist, ISIS for that matter, living in our own soil. We have military, we have, what's it called? Should I use the word secret service now? I don't know what it's called in Nigeria. You know, that cannot have information to track this set of people. And with this recent strike or attack that eliminated this person, shows when you have leader who is, determined to lead his people, to rescue his people, you will see action. That is what Donald Trump is doing across the world. You recently watched what happened in Iran, where just one soldier, they sent battalions of soldiers just to rescue one person. Meanwhile, in Nigeria, a senior military officer sent a message, and then nobody was there to rescue him. Why am I saying all of this? It's the failure of leaders that brought us to where we are today. Many of us who have the opportunity to, visit or live in two different countries, Nigeria and other, some of us became so angry based on what we've seen happening across the world, and why Nigerian governments are not doing the same to, better the lives of Nigeria. I remember then when I was in school, one of the top university in Nigeria, I happened to meet with one student. The guy said, and he was very good. This guy was very good in when talking about technology. I said, wow, where are you getting all this knowledge? I say, I attend the University of YouTube. I don't know what you understand. I say, he says he is attending University of YouTube. You know what that means? Meaning he spent most of his time watching YouTube video to just better his own education and become a better person. So then this person was working with one of the company in America as a freelancer. Nigerians don't have lights as we speak today. Nigerians don't have, go to Nigerian university, especially those in the South and many other, they don't have internet across Nigerian institutions. Now, we should have been able to develop a device to track and monitor the whereabouts of all these terrorists. We see Israel is leading, we're able to, like what they are doing in Iran. Israel, like I said, is just like Edo and Delta combined. The population of Israel is just like 9 million. You see those drones that they are using to attack Iran and other places is being manufactured in their university and in their research center. Even in Iran, the weapon they are also using to even fight this war. Go and check Iran university. They also manufacture their own weapon without relying on foreign body. Israel is a small nation. They are leading in tech, in healthcare, and many others. But our youth in Nigeria have nothing to fall back to. Why? Failure of government. Because it pains me when I listen to some persons saying the whites are the reason why we are where we are today. They are the reason why we... See, I attended one of the university in Nigeria. You know what happened? The vice chancellor used that money to go and build mini estate for himself without the university having lights. And there is no leader who will be able to oversee what is happening across each institution. That is why I love the kind of the person of Peter Obi then. Why? When he was the governor, he had the phone number of class rep in each secondary school to be able to monitor what is going on. The money is being sending, how it's being utilized. We have ministers across the nation, across the states. They will give them money, they will not use it, and nobody is going to hold them accountable. And we have the likes of Wike and many others who believe that they are the Alpha and Omega, nobody can do anything. Well, I really do not have much to say, but I want to just send this as a warning to we Nigerians. These people will continue this their evil and this their shenanigans if we, the people, did not rise up. We need to fight for that country if we really believe it's ours. Otherwise, this so-called politicians are still going to continue. That is the reason I actually love the coalition that was formed earlier on regarding of Peter Obi in ADC. Now he has moved to NDC. I really don't know how the election is going to pan out, but it's my vision because for somebody in the north to run, you know why? We have people living in the south. They are educated. You can have your own brother will not vote for you because of that diversity in knowledge, because of that freedom. But when it comes to the north, in some way or form, in some way, I might not be 100% correct. They are monolithic in terms of voting. When they have one imam or somebody telling them, go this way, majority of them will go that way. And if they do that and they work against Peter Obi, it is going to be difficult. But if we have somebody from the north that we share that kind of vote from them, and Peter be holding his ground and still going deep with Conquer and many others, I believe the thing it will work if Nigeria actually really want to vote and rescue that country. And I'm also using this opportunity to beg Minister of Education to revamp our institutional educational system. It's no longer funny. It's no longer funny. You heard what happened recently regarding the Money Point CEO, the founder of Money Point, right? That Nigeria are not employable.
But I don't agree with him. I understand what he's saying, because I am an employer myself. I've employed, in fact, I have a major challenge with the kind of work pool we have in Nigeria, especially within the Gen Z. I have a major challenge. Most of them are intellectually lazy. They just don't have the energy. You understand? I can work practically round the clock. They don't have that energy and that capacity to do most of
when
those
you
things.
when you use the word energy, what do you mean?
How else do you mean? How else do you define energy? In terms of energy to do work, not like physical energy, in terms of stamina to stay and do the work.
That is where I might be different. You are correct, but I might be different.
I wasn't done though.
Continue,
so continue. I feel like it wasn't totally fair. However, there are people who have all of this and more. But you see, the salary system in Nigeria, because normally the labor system or the labor force in Nigeria is not regulated. It's not anybody can come in and employ anybody, casualize. There's a lot of casualization and exploitation of labor in Nigeria. A lot of exploitation and casualization. See, you see Chinese companies, different expatriates or different people will come in and first of all employ people and call them expatriates for the work that Nigerians can do. Remember that every country gets what make they call people to come in as expatriates, because those people they come in to do work where they say their citizens no fee do. Now what make South Africans they vex, they say make people go back. Do you understand that? Now you have expatriates who are coming to do plumbing job, and we have thousands of Nigerian plumbers that don't have work. I don't know if you get me. So these people, these foreigners, these foreigners who bring in their brothers to do many jobs that Nigerians are capable of doing in the name of, and pay them expatriate fee. Let me even shock you. Foreigners who come in, bring in Nigerians, they do the work. They now bring in their brothers as expatriates and allow the Nigerians to command the Nigerians to teach their brothers the job. After they teach them the job, they promote their brothers ahead of the Nigerian in Nigeria. This is happening in Nigeria. And your government is not saying anything. So where I differ with the CEO is because how much are you paying these people? He said people not get work. And especially in an era where these young people are making money off social media now through streamings and other stuffs. See how much somebody like Kata and the rest of them are making streaming. Somebody who sees millions in a month. And you're not just millions, excuse me, millions doing rubbish. You know that nonsense and stupidity sells a lot on social media. So the person is being stupid and earning money, and then you offer him 200,000. Where you be say 100,000 plus, now you go for transport fare. It doesn't make sense. So I don't think he was totally fair in his assertion. Yes, I do agree to an extent. What he said is correct, because a lot of people, those who can do the work, have lazy work attitude. They know they agree. They work a little, they are tired, they come up with excuses and all of that. They're intellectually lazy, I agree with you. Some of them, not all of them. But however, he's not totally correct. Is he willing to pay what it takes? Nigerian employers like cheap labor, whether we like it or not. And you know it's true. But let me just, let you conclude.
Yeah, like, I agree with you. Like, it's not totally correct. And I'm not going to blame Nigerians for that. That is the reason why I say we should revamp our educational system. See, education in Nigeria is only restricted to classroom, and it's very, very bad. We need to democratize our educational system. It's only in Nigeria, if you don't attend university, you are not educated.
I agree.
In Western world, anywhere you find yourself, just like I told you, somebody say you attend University of YouTube, you know what that means. You don't need to go to any 4 years of university before you can.
I agree, but I also want to tell you that it's changing. I don't know if you listen to this set of young people who are in secondary school Some of them are very informed. You'll be amazed. I have children around me. You'll be amazed at the kind of letters they're writing, at the kind of very, very enlightened conversation they're having with you. I'd be like, you know, be small picking again.
When you
So
mean
it's changing. And at secondary school
when you
level.
mean enlightened conversation, just sorry, I'm just taking you up on this. Like, is it ability to speak good English?
No, I mean having it. I mean conversation now. Conversation they beyond.
Okay. Okay, know what I'm saying all of this.
In terms of holding you in a conversation that makes
fine.
sense.
In you know what I'm saying all of this.
Yes,
for
please.
a nation to develop, I didn't say other professions are not important. You see, the engineers, doctors, nurses, and teachers. These are key parameters before you talk about people that are making laws, all those whatever. But the bottom line here is this: we need to give Nigerians an enabling environment for them to be able to foster. Nigerian people are very educated, very smart and talented, but they don't have the enabling environment. You know how much it costs to subscribe MTN? 10,000 will not take you. 10,000 MTN bundle will not take you 2 days. And there is no Wi-Fi in Nigeria that you can subscribe to. After a month, you'll be able to learn something or another and being able to educate yourself and better yourself across the world. Now, let me go back to the education system I'm talking about. Like, it's not Nigerian fault that we are where we are today, but it's, in my own view, it's still the government's fault, the leaders across all areas. You may want to classify them. Reason being that, going back to the education system, these are people you are bringing out that will come tomorrow to come and better our society. But these people are half-baked. Most of us that are even speaking right now, we are part of that half-baked. Imagine knowing how to do some computation without having application being applied to it, make Nigerians not being able to really apply those knowledge. But when such people now go to the US, Canada, or UK, they now we are taught this thing in school, but we don't really know how it's been applied. They will not see everything. They will not be able to foster. They will not see them growing fast. So my whole point is that we need to, the Minister of Education and other ministries, they should be able to revamp what they are doing, and those in education should revamp our educational system, because there are issues whereby you only have, see, in Nigeria, you can cram to get first class. You can cram to get one.
I agree. I agree that our education system is only certificate based. So it just, even in the university, a lot of people just they go school to get certificates. That's all.
And to get promotion, finish.
That's all. After certificate, nothing else. So a lot of people, beyond what their papers say they can do, they can actually do anything.
That is it. I think you made my point.
I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. T.Y. Danjuma. Lazi view on yan, plenty yan.
Yes. The problem that he's trying to talk about is not one that the Minister of Education can sort out. How much does he receive in terms of his ministry receives in terms of allocation? There's a structural problem that we have, and which a good leadership would address. So it's not Minister of Education can't do anything. If you have a leadership that has no vision, that has no plan, that is behavioral, that can be assessed and appraised from time to time, you don't have vision on short term, middle and long term. So you will just be like a ship that is just drifting, rudderless. I think the problem, everything comes back to leadership, and that's what we're trying to address in Nigeria. That if you have a leadership that is competent, if you have a leadership that is visionary, if you have a leadership that has gone around Nigeria, feel the people's impulse, understand the people, understand the needs of the people, then they can sit down and articulate a vision that will augur well. You know exactly the problems and the immediate challenges that you have to face. It may not take us to the promised land, like, it may just be a Moses, but it will set down, you will see steps, a progression towards a better Nigeria. That's what we're looking for, because this job is not going to be done in 4 years or 8 years or 10 years. Or they have taken Nigeria 30 years backwards or even more. So the rot in the system is such that whoever is going to come is going to be very drastic. I mean, look at what Gumi has said with this bombing.
Yes.
Because
Is that on the
yes,
hand they start with blood? Why on go be the ones to kill anybody?
yes,
I mean, but
because
we know he said this before now. Are you surprised?
yes, because he sends a signal. He's not comfortable. He's probably running. If you check his blood pressure, he would have gone up.
But Titi, why you
Because
not
he's a-
study that statement by Tinubu say the thing go annoy a lot of people?
Because it's a message that we can get you. Be careful. So some of them go on the plan. Say, listen, it looks like we'll now begin to find alternative, this thing somewhere, because they have you in their palm. They have you. They just do a clinical this thing. It's gone. What are you going to do? They don't need to put boots on the ground. So I think everybody is beginning to see that this thing. I better begin to guide what I say and where I go and what I do and so on, because they see you. A satellite-based system that are seeing you. Your coordinates are monitored. They know where you are and where you are. You see, the problem is the Nigerian government has used their mouth to confess that they know where these people are. They know their names. They know. So it's not a question of there is intel. They know. The political will is not there. The person who should do it is not ready. The people who are ready to do it can't do it because they don't have the instruction to do it. They don't have the armament to do it. And even as then they do, they look their back. It's where you have a system like that, where you don't trust the next person, there's no esprit de corps. So you need to tear down that system. And to tear down that system will be somebody who is not compromised, someone who will come, identify the problem, if it already has not been identified, and tackle it. That's what they are afraid of. So they are putting their children in position so that if they go, may their children continue. So you don't have somebody who's going to probe them or look at some of the skeleton in their cupboard. That's what they are all doing. You know, that's what there is a situation of people being afraid, not comfortable. It's not that they want to perpetuate their dynasty, because the money they have stolen is enough way to take them till Jesus come. They've stolen a lot of money from Nigeria. A lot. Someone who own 160 properties, 106 property, one Nigerian, one person. Come on, what are you talking? And no billions in his account. They have made this country dry. And so if you have anybody that looks like he's not going to take this nonsense, he's going to probe you, nobody's going to come and say, I'll probe this person when your name is not Awolowo. I won't probe this person, I won't probe this person, I won't probe you. No. They hold it closely to their chest. So that's what I see. I think they're jittery. And anything they do, they are looking at back, say someone is looking at us somewhere. And I think that's part of the problem that the big man has, Baba has. So he tries to play out to this play to the gallery, like say they this person's side, like say they this person's side. Okay, let us bring Turkey, or let us bring America, let us talk to Israel, let us talk to Pakistan, let us talk to. No, it doesn't work that way. You can't be sitting on the fence. You can't be here and there at the same time, because he is afraid. He doesn't want to offend this person. Doesn't want to, the way that they do. You go behind for nights. Yeah, no vex. So I have just like a flagship said, no vex. So I just have to do this thing. But I dare your side and so on and so forth. They're not on anybody's side. The same people that will employ fake bishops and pretend that they are Christians will go to Babalawo. Go to Alpha, go mix all of them together. This kind of soup they call rishi. Mix everything together. They are neither here nor there. Nigeria needs the people must be ready for a fight. Not carry gun. I'm not saying carry gun, but I think the fight that we have to fight is let us register. They are not going to take any step to have the people in diaspora vote, because they know if they do that, they are done. They are gone. But Benin did it. I think Ghana did it. It's not rocket science. They know if they do that, they are finished. They are finished. So they're not going to do that. So, but I'm saying that they have gradually, if you look at what's happening now, what we're seeing, They don't go fetch firewood, insect-infected firewood. We go disturb them. Because this is not what they planned. They thought that by now they can be sleeping with their eyes closed, but they are not. Because in spite of all that they have done, and people where they don't put for pocket and money where they don't spend and so on and so forth. Oh, like someone where you hold for ground. You say you don't beat them. But you yourself, they ground. You two of you on the ground. You will hold somebody and somebody on the ground. You there for ground. The government is not comfortable. And the government has pushed its luck too far. And now the equities now is different from 2023 because there are some complexities that have been added into the political system. So you have people who are likely to be very violent if you rob them. They have come in and they have a stake.
Are you sure? Okay, all right.
Yes.
You think Tinubu is oblivious of all of this and he will not get the dose? We give them, get injection, get medicine for them.
You see, the obedient group, they are violent too. Now, just because of their leader hold them up. The Kwankwaso group is even more violent. You see, if Obi left his deputy, if he took the advice of his deputy or say, okay, you deputy, make you lead, they would have been fired in Nigeria. Even from his pronouncement, you will see how provoked that he was. You see how he pushed and pushed and pushed. I'm even surprised that they didn't arrest him. Because some of the things that he said were very provocative. If it wasn't for Obi that saying, calm down, let us go this thing through. But I don't think you'll be able to hold people in 2027. I don't think so. They will tell him, make you sit down. Yeah, I don't think he will hold anybody now. With the extent of suffering where people don't see, I don't think you hold anybody. All the arms. I don't want to go, whether it's security agencies, whether you see now that again from the grapevine, the appointment of the advisor on homeland whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Homeland
People
security.
are speculating. There's a lot of speculation.
Yes. If you say all is not so well with him and
yes,
your brother.
There's speculation. And then you won't put your own brother on there.
Yes, so
ground no level at all. They are not ground no level. And I think they should call themselves to order because the way they are going, they want to set fire on Nigeria. And you go burn everybody. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you so much. You've not said anything about this. You want to jump on it quickly before?
Yes, just in conclusion, I mean, I'm also considerate that it's already AM in Nigeria, you need to sleep. You need to sleep. So sincerely, the election, the plans, they're not really looking good. My fear is not people coming to vote. My fear is, will their vote count? That's only my fear, because even the people that didn't come out the last time, sufferings will force them out to come and vote this time, but at the end of the day, will their vote count? So that's why every day I'm thinking, what new thing can we do different from what we did the last time to make sure that this result are as it was voted by people. That's my only worry. But it's all these primaries that are happening. I mean, I wasn't even expecting that the chief priest was going to get anything. I mean, the Congress is not as bad as our own Congress is. It's not where Hennessy and Glenfiddich are sold, So I wasn't expecting that he was going to win. Although strange things has happened in Nigeria, that nobody expected. We keep our fingers crossed. We support the much we can. We also keep joining you here to still let our people know how important this election is going to be. And then for Nigeria to keep keeping the diaspora away from what happens in Nigeria is really not good, considering the kind of remittances they do to Nigeria. So you can't be putting your money. President was saying you put your mouth where your money is, although the woman says she put mic where his mouth is, So diaspora remittances and they can't be putting in such amount of money in Nigeria, and they are not allowed to at least make any kind of contribution in who governs the country. Nobody does that. Nobody. If it doesn't happen now, it will happen tomorrow. Diaspora have so much interest in Nigeria, and they should be allowed also to be part of the election. Thank you, my sister. Good night.
Thank you so much. Good night. Okay, so I know say more news about this APC primaries will come up, but remember, not just APC, other political parties also conduct their primaries in coming days. I think from Monday or so, that of the NDC primary starts, and other parties to the ADC. Now, one other primaries APC will go look out for very well, especially now where we say Erofai son don't leave APC, go to ADC. Waiting it will be like. We know say a lot of things will happen for inside this election. However, we just pray that no matter what happens, may Nigerians take the best decision. Now, you heard what your president said about taxing. Say you not be citizen if you know tax. Now, without looking at the terms of social contract, what do they give the people where you be say they do this, they pay this tax to you? What are you doing for them? Now, free education they get, now healthcare they get. I've been at the less privileged, I've been at the old people who now they receive some sort of benefit or the other. Nothing. The only people where they benefit from government now mostly politicians. Some people are saying that. Well, in fact, should be I read and where this who be that guy even Kalu Aja. He said that how can you be taxing people without at least giving them something to go with for the tax where you tax them? It's not just about taxing people. But now, what's be the benefit where they give people with the taxing? Now, you don't talk and say no tax. If he come back, you see that they see melembe in your word, Tiwa Danjuma, for this tax issue right now because they never win. The election heat and all that. They don't want anything will go to make people vex. Oga, Tinubu come back. Tinubu come back. This tax issue, it go tough for Nigerians. So it go tough for a lot of Nigerians. A Nigerian who earns as low as 250,000 naira in a month, that money is unable to take care of him and his family. 250,000 alone. And that money, if you go by the cost of things for Nigeria, just tell me what 250,000 you do for your family for Nigeria. Just tell me. Now, out of that money, because of in hustle, that in money where they pay for inside money, he's into keke driving and all of that. Guess what they told him he would pay? You know that the normal tax payment we had did not involve the informal sector. Right now, both formal and informal sector go they pay taxes. And because he declared just 250,000 naira, his tax in a month is about 400,000. Sorry, in a year is about 400,000. It not be saying it look like saying too much like that. But the thing is that the guy is saying, how do I bring out about 400,000 naira to pay government? What exactly is government doing for me? Are they giving me water? Are they giving me light? What are they giving to me? I've been at the good road. I've been at the field. What in me be said they do? So it's not about pushing Nigerians to pay tax, which the president has always canvassed for. But waiting and the government really no look like say they really won't do anything extra. Because if you look at the way the things don't do for inside this administration, when the president promised that the proceeds from the subsidy, say we'll go use and build road, we'll go use and build hospital, there is no way Nigerians should be complaining about poor healthcare by now.
Precious, where you have a country where you have over 120 million Nigerians in multi-dimensional poverty, where they go get money to pay tax? Like the woman that you showed that was selling her property just to survive, or the one with the bath outside.
I hope you understand what this the implication of this multidimensional poverty. You understand? It means say people get poverty of malnutrition. That is, they don't know if you eat balance. Tell me who they eat balanced diet for Nigeria.
No, this
poverty
one,
of lights, poverty of school, poverty of transportation.
Yes, what he's saying is that the poor people, the poor people are more than 130 million. But the one with the 130 million, they multi. Now you say people with the poor, they more than that one. So maybe people with the poor, maybe 150 million or 160 million. where they pour, in the Greek language, you get two types of poverty. You get turquoise poor. You get turquoise poor now. The ones who don't even know, they don't even know how they will get money tomorrow. How they go even survive now, maybe even tomorrow. Then you get penny cross poor. Now you say they try, but they know they earn enough. So multi-dimensional poverty. Now, like people where they turquoise poor, they know that there's no hope. They don't see hope. So they can steal, they can see any, they can do it, they can just to survive. There's no hope. They don't know where, how. So now those ones, if they see somebody for this way carry bag, they go smash them. They're stealing because they want to survive. So you go tell that person, make it be, say because you know pay tax, it's not a Nigerian. Come on, what are you talking about? Even the people where they work, we know they sure say their salary go pay them at the end of the month, and even what you're paying them is not even enough to scratch the surface. They can't pay transportation to work. Some people don't go to work every day.
I was going to
Maybe two
mention that
times
you
or
know
three
that
times.
the president is saying that because there's tax exemption, right? And people wouldn't come off for tax, and people would earn like 70,000 thereabouts in a month. So I don't even know why we consider that 70,000 naira is anything anyway. You understand? Meanwhile, for other countries like maybe South Africa or thereabout, people where they exempted from tax, the people where salary reach almost 150, 200,000. But for our own country, people who were exempt for tax and just we look at. So that means if they earn like 80, 90, 100,000 and above, you should be paying taxes.
How does that help you?
And ask yourself, what's that money won't do for you?
How does that help you?
Just a quick
That's slave
one.
labor.
Can you compare? You might use this word, olodo. Can you compare olodo with person way they educated, way know what thing they do? The people in government at the moment. Sorry to use that word. Now olodo all of the be now, so they don't care. There is no political will. So they don't care about the people, they don't care about the citizens. They are just after themselves. We do what we like, no question asked, and nobody can do anything. So that's just it. That's for that. So for the flagship, yeah, thank you for your analysis. I agree with some of the analysis you dropped on this place. Because if you see, let's go further to say, okay, Libya. You see, what brought down the fall of Libya? You see, there were a lot of people that we call them, I think, let me use this word, the dissatisfied. The people that weren't satisfied. Maybe the people who were easily influenced. That was how that country was brought down. But let's come back to Nigeria now. So we have a lot of people in Nigeria that are dissatisfied. The people that do not know where the next meal will come from. So they are just there. So, like you make a reference that you got people that works for you. Some of the Nigerians are lazy or thereabout. I do not disagree with you. We have some of the Nigerians who just want to sit down and let sit down and wait for the money to come meet them where they are. So those are the people that are looking for quick way how to make money. Then we still have the serious ones that are ready to work and get paid, that will do that job with all their heart and do it properly and do it for you. So we have the good, we have the bad. So one area again, which I will also throw on this panel as well, which I keep talking. Do you people look at that agency, this NCO Luomo heads? I think I understand that agency is the one INEC used to transport ballot paper all over the country, right?
We've said this over and over again. Is that not why he's sitting tight? We've
Okay.
said this before now.
So, because for me, even the oppositions as well, I will, because I know the court has passed that judgment that he is not meant to be there. He doesn't need to be there. So that is why sometimes when we say Nigerians are quiet, or maybe Nigerians try maybe ignore some certain areas or something, allow these people to have their way. Court has made the pronouncement that that guy do not needs to be there. But whatsoever reason, the guy still find his way to that place. Because those are part of the rigging machine as well for the elections. Because those are part of the rigging machine. Because I understand that those are the people who transfer ballot papers all over the countries, of which the oppositions also needs to look into those areas as well. Because sometimes I know
You
during
see the problem,
election,
that's exactly part of the problem I have. Everybody don't keep quiet about that one. Nobody they talk about them. They don't even look whether that thing an issue we will talk about. People are
it's
just
an
quiet
issue. That
about
is why
it.
I brought it up again. It's an
I'm
issue
just
because
not
that's
you.
another
I'm
big
talking about
issue.
the opposition themselves. They're not talking about it.
Because sometimes because some of the tactics they use, they would maybe there are some places those ballot papers needs to get to, but these people will delay that ballot paper. They will make sure that that ballot paper do not get there. Maybe by the time you know the ballot paper will get there during the closing time or something, they will start giving one excuse or the other. So they will deprive people for voting. So not only the electoral, because the opposition needs to take notes on those areas as well. They need to take notes as well. So they just need to take note on that areas. So in all of this, we know that Nigeria will get there. They will. It will get there because this evil cannot continue. Like Freshie said, yeah, when you push them to the wall, when you push and push and push and push and you push them to the wall, but when they will turn, you yourself will not believe what will happen, what will come for it. It won't happen. You won't believe your eye. So because even every human being have a limit. There's a limit when you can push them. At the end, they will say, "Oh no." So the people that think that they are having it in a brighter note today, that they think, whatever we say, anyhow, it will come to a time. No, because I'll use this word, and like a madman, and when you flog a madman, let's say for instance now you flog a madman will pick a cane, he will try and scare you, and he will flog you to make you run. So but when you pick up a stick or pick up something, you want to make an attempt, you want to retaliate, what will he do? The madman will run back. So that is the case of Nigeria now. But by the time these people now will pick up that stick and start chasing these people will look for they will look for a place and disappear, because even then themselves they are scared. They are scared. They know that what they are doing, they know is bad. They know it's bad, but it would come to a time. This whole thing will stop. So,
All right. Okay. Thank you. Let me just take passing shots one at a time. The flagship. Would you like to give a passing shots?
Yeah. I would like to
Go ahead,
night
sir.
night don't come, make you go
Okay,
rest.
sir.
Uh, well, like I say initially, uh, this will not be business as usual in 2027. No matter how good or the Maradona style, when these guys think say they won't play, it not gonna work. They already saw the signs. People they talk say Tinubu na strategic politician is a very strong strategist, but we just saw recently, last week or so, that he that calls himself a strategist has been strategically outsmarted by Peter Obi and Kwankwaso, and his camp they are shaking and jittering. So now how and what step they will take next, now that they look for. 2023, the eyes of people from the outside not day on them like that. But 2027, we get people like Riley Moore, Ted Cruz, and many others when they talk about Nigeria now. So the focus is there. They know it. They know it's not going to be monkey business this time. So they will go and plan their best game and try to bring it. But again, like I said, the people are more aware now. The people are beginning to understand what their rights are and why things should work better for them, and why the things they're experiencing now are abnormalities. They listen to people like you, Precious, and others that are educating them. And what we are paying some people over there to do, might not use the word pay. What we are supporting some people over there to do is to begin to look at platforms like yours. Cut those 3 5 minute excerpts that speaks to the mind of the people at the grassroots, and begin to post them, send them out there, make them see them, so that if now 10-minute data they get, that 10 minute, that 5 minute thing, it go feel work for them. They go understand. And guess what we are noticing now? Our results. Where the people they talk now, so that's so it really supposed to be. Oh, we don't know before. So what do we go do? Go and get your PVC. And when you meet with your reps and your politicians, stand toe with them and ask questions. And they're beginning to wise up. So 2027, not be business as usual. Like I always they say, the people they try you, it's not easy to they hungry and they fight. It's not easy, but they are trying. So I'd always they like to commend the Nigerian people well to say good job, but we still need to push more because the promised land they front now 6-7 months away from now as we did so. So make una not relax, make una continue to the push, make una continue to the tolerate on ourselves, and make una continue to seek for knowledge. I go end with this. I hear three pastors, big pastors for Nigeria recently, when he makes some comments that I find very disturbing about this election. That's coming. Yes,
Who and
yes.
who?
I know there are the three. The one is Matthew Ashimolowo that said Obi is the best candidate but will not be elected. The second is Pastor Adeboye that says the next president of Nigeria has already been selected by God. These are these politicians know that the people are being awakened. So where did they go now mental submission that they look for, and they are going to their geos to find ways to make them to submit mentally, talk to people, disabuse their mind, and let them know that this is what God says. And they know say church members not to challenge their pastors like that. So here's what I say to church members. Not be everything when your pastor they preach on Sunday. Between now and February next year, not be everything when your pastor they preach for a pulpit on Sunday, you go take hook, line, and sinker. Ask questions. If you not sweet you for body, not do them. God not go vex for you. Now your life, now you dey fight for so. And even if, excuse me, even if your pastor they tell you say now God now tell them, you get access to God to go ask God whether not true to say the thing when your pastor they talk so now ain't talking. Because at the end of the day, if when I make mistake go put the wrong person, your pastor they suffer when you suffer. So and many of them don't wrong go church since all this thing they happen. Go ask them for house rent, money to buy food when they give you every time. None. So make una wise up, make una sharp up, make una tear on our eye. This time, now on our destiny, now they on our hand. So goat not a bite, goat not a bite. But when you push and go wall, when he charge back at you, he go bite you. And if he bite you, it usually bites in the wrong place. Thank you, precious.
Thank you so much, TF. Thank you, I appreciate you big time. All right, Lazi View, would you like to say something quickly?
Yes. Thank you, Madam
Um,
Precious.
yes,
God bless you.
please wrap up. Thank you.
You just said just then that El-Rufai's son has moved to ADC, and based on some of the comments I've seen some Northern elders make, especially a strong politician, you will see where they stand. I get it. You will see where they stand. Majority of them are in ADC. Majority of them are in ADC. I'm talking about those big wings, which is okay by me. You know why? Um, I made the comment before when I was giving my first submission. If if we don't have somebody in the north who is strong enough to take vote from APC, in my own calculation, I might be wrong. I getting it will be difficult for somebody in the south that want to challenge Tinubu. They dislike Tinubu government, the northern people right now. They dislike Tinubu government. They are not welcoming it at all. But are they all going to give PO the votes? And some of them, because of the issue of tribalism where we find ourselves, they would rather go with that same people. No, I don't know how to say it. You know, because they are still having that affiliation with the APC, majority of them. But with the ADC and with those people, they will take majority of vote from what's it called from the APC. And Peter will be being able to penetrate the deeper side of the north, the Kwakwanso, should be able to get something meaningful out of it. And if you are able to hold the southeast, and pick some side of the southwest, there'll be a victory. I think that is the angle I'm seeing it. I also need to be educated. That is what I'm just saying. I will be happy to see things go in that direction. At the end of the day, the Nigerian people still hold the honors is still on them in the sense that we have over 90 or 70 something registered voters in Nigeria. So over time, we only have 30 million people coming out to vote for all the political parties. If they are really hungry, if they really need lights, if they really need good educational system, if they really need good hospital and many security, secure environment and all of that, they should come out and vote. And vote for that person who is selfless, not all these politicians who want to siphon our money for their own personal gain. They all know the best candidates without being told. So my own view is that, like somebody said here, the NDC, not just the NDC, Peter B and his team should do better. And after the election, I don't want to hear I'm going to court. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Who do we have next here?
MC.
Let's MC. All right, MC. Let me take your thought before Tiwai Danjuma.
Okay then. Thank you, Precious, today. Thank you for everything. I really
Thank you.
appreciate you. A quick one, I will say, the diaspora here I will say the diaspora are the one sustaining that country because it's not even the government. Because if you look what the diaspora remits to that country every day, maybe once a week, monthly, is what is keeping that country going in one way or the other or something. Because the government is practically not doing anything for the people. So that's for that. Uh, I will say again, the Nigerians, I know they will get there. They are getting the message. They are getting the message. It will. It will. This whole thing will end one day. It will. It will not continue. It will not be business as usual. It will not. Because and again, you say you even the ADC is already feeling the loss of Peter Obi because I come across a comment today, one of the I think the former chairman of the ADC saying that Peter Obi exiting ADC is a big loss for them. He confessed it. The ones that are able to come out and say the truth, that are bold enough, they start saying it because since Peter Obi left that party, there's no traction in that party anymore. So the North will come to NDC. It will getting closer. Maybe the next 1 month from now, all of them now you see all of them align with Peter Obi. Everything will come. Everything will fall in place. So I would say Nigeria, do not lose hope. Don't. You have to start. You have to start now. Is the time now to start demanding for what belongs to you because that country belongs to everybody. It doesn't belong to about 5% of the individual that have held that country to ransom till date. It doesn't belong to them. The country belongs to every Nigerians, and Nigeria should the tribalism and everything we should put that behind us, and everybody should be Nigerian first. And once we're able to say Nigerian first, forget about wherever you come from, any region you come from, put Nigerian first. Once we're able to do that, we'll get there. We will. And I know by the grace of God, we're already getting there. So with time now, these old criminals will be washed away and they will all go. So the people that really want to make change in the country will take over and things will start working the way it's supposed to be. We will get there. So that's what I will leave for leave for now. Thank you,
All right,
Precious.
thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you, Tiwa
Yeah.
Danjuma. Let me take your thoughts, your parting shots.
Yeah, I think the situation is still very fluid. We need to see all the gladiators. Again, I keep saying in the next 1-2 weeks, and then we would see, areas where fires have been lit and where it needs to be extinguished and so on and so forth. There's going to be implosion here and there. People move. There's going to be bad blood. It's already we see it. So APC, sorry, NDC has to really strategize. We don't have too much time. There's a lot of work to do. Every one of us who thinks that there's a need for a change must be up and doing. Put on your giddo, and there's always something you can do. And I think that should be our focus now. As for the so-called ministers, I respect them, but God doesn't vote. God has no ballot paper. He doesn't vote. Actually, your bed is how you lie on it. So the decision as to what will happen to Nigeria lies with Nigerians themselves. No matter what these people do, it's impossible. It is possible to let them know that that power belongs to the people is possible. And like I said, if you overwhelm them with your vote, I think it will be an uphill task for both the police and all those people to think out to do what they want to do. We have seen it happen in so many other places. So to that extent, I agree that people they shouldn't be relaxed. The ministers can say whatever they like to discourage people or to win people to their side. We can read motives to their intentions. Some of them are outside the country like me, they run away. They don't feel what the people feel. They fly in jets and so on. They're 3, 4, 5, 6. They don't feel the influx of the people. And some of them, they are material gains that they're gaining. So you don't expect them to say anything that will be radically different from what they're saying. But it's very clear that God doesn't vote. God is not going to go to, he's not a partial God. He's not going to go to any polling station and cast his vote. We are the ones that will cast our vote. We are the ones that will decide which way we want our country to go. And I think right now, our country is going very, very bad. If there is anything worse than that, we have gone so bad and we need to rescue that country. Otherwise, let everybody go his own way. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Tiwa Danjuma. Thank you, everyone who's joined the show today. It's always a pleasure to have you guys discuss about our country. I don't tire. Sometimes it is tiring, but I believe our country go better. And the reason I keep pushing this is those of you in the diaspora, you guys have to go a long way to help us. As I said, and I said before, una get families, una get village, una from come. Everybody take up your village matter for head. By the end of this month, the primaries go day over and the game go day clear. Oh yeah, campaign go start. Make everybody take up the job. If una help, at least una families go respect una. So Nigerians like things from abroad where so they go respect una past the way they go respect us. By the time you tell them, the education is in your hands. You could do videos, you could do whatever. It is sent to their WhatsApp. Help beg them. You see those old women will line up for this primaries election. One mama even talks, say, give me my money. As she line up for inside it. So that's the mentality. That's the idea. Now, what do people they think be that? And we need to make them understand. Say, you see, what's here they go through now? Now, just warm up compared to what you're going to go face for the next 4 years if you want to make another mistake. They need to know. They need to know. So, and all of us, our collective responsibility to help us. I appreciate what Oga Flagship said about cutting excepts and all that. I'm already doing that and I'll keep doing it. I love you guys and I appreciate you. I'd like to say a big thank you to you, everyone, both those watching and those who's been in the panel today. Thank you so much and God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. I look forward to being with you guys again tomorrow evening, God willing. Francis Chilaka will be with us tomorrow evening. And of course, I promise this will be a great conversation. But at the meantime, I love to appreciate you and urge you to please help me protect your mental health because if you worry about Nigeria small, you go sleep, you come back again, come worry about another day. So that's go die before your time. So please take care of your mental health. I love you guys so dearly. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Good night and God bless you.